Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 14, Geek Each Week Live. I'm one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long's Toys, and I'm joined, of course, by all my friends here. We got Aerosol. What's up, Aerosol?
Aerosol.
Aerosol. We got Corey, a.k.a. Frozen Stratus.
Hello.
We got Josh, a.k.a. Josh.
Hey.
And then we have a special guest. You might notice Rye looks a little different. It's Ranger Liz joining us. What's up, Liz?
Rye looks great. She got the haircut.
That's right. The hair is much brighter. I love it.
I have a cat. I only have one cat, but I promise I will try to get the cat out.
Get the cat just thrown into your computer monitor or like in the camera at some point, you know, whatever you can do. But yeah, so Liz is joining us to commemorate tomorrow night being her. Is it tomorrow night or next week? I'm confusing myself.
It's next. So it's a week from today. So
right. Okay, that's what I thought.
The 15th. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, it's next week. Then I'm like, wait, what day is it? Because that's how this week is going for me right now.
I understand.
Next week is going to be her 200th episode of Ranger Week in Review, and we're very excited for it.
The grand finale.
That's right.
The grand finale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually the whole thing. I'm just deleting it. The whole just
purging the whole channel.
The channel's just going to become
right.
nothing but close up of cats in the camera, just taking a page out of
I actually decided to become a one of those squishums, you know, like you get the 15 in the pack of the party princess poop. I'm just gonna open a bunch of them now for small children. I think that's actually where the money is.
That's where all the millions of views go. So
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Make sure your titles are just a bunch of word soup to get the algorithm going.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's how it works.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like any of us know how it works, first of all.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, that is how that works.
I'll sit over here on our Empire's YouTube. Hi, I got 300 views on my last video. Let me tell you how this works. But anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll start with the pickups. So, Liz, what new stuff did you get this week?
I got this. Wait, I thought you said
That's
Liz.
Aerosol.
Oh, okay. I got this, as you can tell from the picture. I'm for real wearing it. I got this nice Jack Skellington.
Nice.
There you go.
Ooh,
that's cool.
Got two noses.
It's really comfortable. It came from Walmart. Comics this week. I was a little behind-ish, but I got newest Radiant Black.
There you go.
And Ordinary Gods #2. I haven't read any of them or either of them, but I'm eventually gonna read them. But the best thing that I got all week, my husband surprised us with me today because I think he knew today I was gonna be really sad and stuff. It came in early. Do you guys know who this is?
Oh yeah, he's from Owl House. It's King.
Oh.
That's sweet.
Oh my god, guys, he's so cool. He's like not officially licensed or anything. That's the great thing. But it was made from it's a website called the Mystery Shack. I had never heard of it, but Keith had.
Oh,
Anywho,
yeah, I know them.
I saw this online like last week, and I was like, I need this. And and he surprised me with it, and
That's sweet.
I'm like a small child. I just got it today. So I'm just like me and King right here. We're ready for the night.
Yeah, they do really good work. I got a plush from them like a couple years ago. Like it's really good stuff.
This is
nice.
like I can't believe this. Like this is like officially licensed quality, like just as good as anything else I would get. So
how do they not get like dinged by all the companies that they're making plush of?
I think they have some kind of connections or something. I think that they've used before.
They're constantly changing their IP address so they can't be found.
But he came with little accessories too. I didn't bring them all downstairs, but he came with like a little crown and a little rubber ducky. And then I also got a T-shirt from the Mystery Shack from Gravity Falls. If you watch that, it has it's the green shirt that has the giant question mark on it that
Nice.
Seuss wears, and the back of it says staff.
Nice.
Such a good show.
I know. We've been on a big rewatch binge of them. So okay, I'm happy with my week.
Very cool. So first thing I got, you might be able to see, I am wearing it right now.
Woo!
Cool.
And
Kamen Rider.
Hey.
Hey!
So that's cool. Now you'll notice the number, that's a number 1.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 01, like the Kamen Rider, but I guess the leading 0 didn't make it. So it's just 1 now. Let's see what else I got.
Wait, so if somebody put a 0, would they just leave it blank?
I don't know. I feel like it was one of those, like, I told this person who probably told this person who probably emailed this person, and just somewhere along the chain it got lost, or a computer deleted it because someone was like, I want 01. And they're like, oh, you mean 1 because we don't do leading zeros.
Yeah.
Someone didn't check. But I was like, I know Reggie got 3 zeros for O, so I'm like, it must be possible to put non-integers, but whatever. Okay. So anyway, so I got Faker finally from Target. This was another one of those ones like Andros where it was going in and out of stock constantly. Or it would do that thing where it's like the pop-up comes up and then as soon as you add to, it's like 1 left, you hit add to cart and it's like something must be wrong. And I'm like, you never had that in stock. Stop giving me these false positive stock alerts. I got these. I got a whole case of these actually.
Nice.
Mission Fleet, Battle Droids, and Mandalorian Troopers for army building.
What did you plan on doing with the Darth Maul?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I got the K-Touch 21, and I also got these.
Nice.
It's just so weird to me that it's like we're in the middle of the beginning of Revice, and I just received a ride watch of Saber, and I'm like, just think about all that for a second, like.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's crazy. I'm just like, I hope they make a Revice ride watch at this point. I'm like, just keep it going forever.
It's Riders Ranger keys. That's what I want.
That's what I'm saying. It's honestly like the most comprehensive. Because I know every year they do, like all the Heisei stuff all over again for the most part. But I mean, they did all the different forms, and plus they kept going. And I'm like, really, they should just go back and do Showa.
Well, I mean, especially since the Jiku driver has screens for them, like they actually could do something. So
I'm just one day you're just gonna randomly see like a PB set for
probably
like 15, however many Showa riders there are.
They'll all be Gashapon quality.
I hope not. I'd pay the extra for the DX. So this thing is my new favorite, stupidest thing in the world. I don't know if you're familiar with these things.
I've seen those before.
These number transformers. So
those are great.
I've seen these before. Like the first ones I saw were literally just like the alphabet, and they just all turned into little individual robots and things. And I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, but whatever, I don't care. And then I saw, some that turned into vehicles and stuff, and I'm like, okay, again, that's neat. Then they're like, oh, wait, now what we're going to do is turn into vehicles and then form a Gestalt robot. And I'm like, okay, now you've got my interest. So, like, it's
that's where your 0 went.
What'd you say?
That's where your 0 went.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, let me set this onto my back. But, like, the whole set was $20. So I'm like, that's this the price of any 6-inch figure. And it's really fun. And like, honestly, it's pretty amazing. Like what they do, like this 0 transforms into like this pretty detailed Humvee. Whoa. And it's nuts to me. Like, look at this. So it was a 0. And now if I flip this all around, it's a freaking Humvee. Look at it. It's got a grill and everything. It's got wheels. And it also turns into the leg of a giant robot. Like, it's crazy. And the other reason I really liked it is because it's a Humvee, a tank, a helicopter, a jet that kind of looks like a space shuttle, and a truck. And I'm like, well, that's exactly the Combaticons from Transformers. Like, those are the 5 vehicles that were the Combaticons, and they made Bruticus. So I was like, this is just dollars for a Bruticus. So I have to get this. So yeah, it's just really fun. It's really stupid, but I love it, and I'm contemplating some more.
How cheap do they feel?
They're not bad. I mean, like, it's not, a Hasbro quality plastic or whatever. But honestly, like, they don't feel. I mean, nothing is the quality of Hasbro. But,
that is true.
But honestly, like the plastic itself doesn't feel cheap. But there are times, like with the seams, like depending on how you move stuff, you can see like the seams start to stretch a little bit.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just like they're pegged together or if they're somehow screwed together. I mean, I think they would hold up decently. I mean, if just me transforming the back, if you gave it to a kid and he was like mashing on it, I think they probably go eventually. And a lot of these have these clips where it's like 2 U clips, so it kind of looks like an old timey wrench, and like they pop off like all the time. Like this one was. Is this gonna? Oh, now it's gonna stay on. All right, good, stay on. But like the first time I was transforming them, like they just pop off all the time. We just clip it back on, like it's not a big deal. But if any of those U things ever break, then you're shit out of luck. So I don't know. We'll see how they hold up over time. But they're just for $20, it's incredibly fun. I can't recommend it enough. So I got it on Amazon. And they even have this thing every once in a while where it's like $21, but you get $3 off if you check this box. And I'm like, why wouldn't I check this box? So there you go. And yeah, so they're fun. I recommend them. But I think did I get something else? Probably. Oh, I got Metroid Dread today. That's the other thing I got.
Oh, nice.
I got to play that for about an hour. It was pretty fun.
Nice.
I'm done.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, bye.
I didn't get anything. I got pens. There you go.
Oh,
There's
hell
pens.
yeah.
Nice.
I
Some
can
good
remind
writing
you
and
of the
drawing.
swords. So I went to Daiso the other day, and if you remember, I got this robot friend a while back, and then they just had the rest of them. So now I have a tank that is also a robot friend.
Are they Legos?
These are what are these called? Petite block.
Oh, so they're just like, but they're construction bricks.
Yeah,
they're just
pretty
knock
much.
off Lego. Okay.
They're smaller though. And then I also got this plane that turns into a robot friend. I got I think this is either a dog or a lion, and I'm not 100% sure which.
The old dog or lion conundrum.
Kind of like,
but he's fun.
From SPD.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
And then I got regular soldier dude, and he has this very nice shield to go with him. That's fun.
Cool.
And then man with punchy fists.
Oh, man with punchy fists.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
He's
That's
the
right.
chaser, the rare variant.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah. But
Man
these
with
are all
punchy
only
fists.
like $2-ish, so each. So it wasn't bad. Yeah, his
Nice.
name is literally just Fighter. So
fair. That works.
He's a fighter. What do you want?
yeah. So I got those, and then I was in Vacaville, and I went to a Walmart and managed to track down 6 DC Spin Master figures, 3 of which are here.
All
And
with glare
Chris's.
accessory.
Of course. So I got a hold of Batwing, Deathstroke, and who I believe is Harley Quinn, but doesn't know how to do her makeup too
Bad
well.
makeup Harley.
Yeah.
I like how we always use the term like track down. Like, I caught their scent and I followed their footprints through the mud and I cornered them in the Walmart and I bought them.
I took my
Yeah.
hound
Yeah.
out to Walmart.
But Chris, those are yours. I did end
Woohoo.
up giving you the good-looking Harley, and I was
Ooh,
able to
sexy.
like clean off my Harley.
Thank you.
Because my Harley had like the paint from her hair just on her face. Thankfully, it wasn't like over any other paint tap, so I just took some paint thinner to it and scraped it off.
Thanks.
Yeah, and Oh, I've been doing what is it called? Inktober, and I made it to day 8.
Yeah, past 5 days. Good job,
You've
Corey.
successfully done a week.
That's pretty good.
I'm so happy with myself.
It's 2 more days than we
You've
thought.
only got 3
Yeah.
more.
That's all right. I only did Bricktober once, so you beat me.
you built like the smallest set to start with. It just gave
Well, I did a poll, and that's what won.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Also, Corey, you
either-
falling off of the
yeah.
bed this week was hilarious.
Thanks. Gee, thanks.
I hope you're okay.
I'm fine. Thankfully, it wasn't too far to fall. I landed on my feet. So, yeah, definitely check out my art on my Twitter and also on my TikTok because I put K-pop in the music and I'm having a good time.
It always pops up in my feed.
For the,
Hell yeah.
You'll never guess what he drew for the fan day. It's a fan.
Did you guys see my?
That's cool.
Did you guys see today's? Because this is one that I don't
The
like.
Watcher one?
Yeah, watch.
I just like how you're like, I hate this, but I'm posting it anyway.
I mean, I finished it, so
Fair. Yeah, might
it's
as well.
not getting unposted.
I mean, he had to prove that he did draw it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
I did it. Anyway, I'm done.
I did it, and I'm done.
That isn't bad.
Goodbye.
I'm looking at it right now.
I just thought it was a real dumb idea.
I get it. It's cool. Anyway, well, first of all, I hope I'm not robo-joshing yet. It's gonna happen eventually.
You're fine. You
Why
did
would
it.
you jinx
Honestly, this is the best you've
Yeah.
I know.
You just jinxed it.
I
But
just
you were doing great.
screwed it up now. Great. But yeah, I'm home for the weekend because I don't have class on Monday because of whatever the hell. I think it's a Columbus Day. I don't know, something like
Oh,
that.
that asshole.
Yeah, that asshole.
You get off
and
of
then-
college for that? What a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. So I have a day off on Monday, and then I don't have any classes on Tuesdays ever. So I'll be home for the weekend.
Nice.
So as usual, a bunch of packages were here waiting for me. So I got from Lil Adam 87 on Twitter. He
Love
sold
that
me mini plot. What is this? ZenkaiOh from
Oh, nice.
from Gokaiger, because you know how like they do like those complete boxes where you get like just one of what you need.
Mhm.
Well, set 4 only had like the whole set of where you got multiples, and it came but thankfully it was a box of 12, and this is a set of 4, so you got 3 complete sets.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
so Adam bought it and then split it with me and another friend of mine. So
Nice.
that worked out really well. So got those. From Blade Raider,
Oh,
I
the game.
bought Mighty Morphin 2010 figures.
Hell
Fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
So those and these are like little like backpack accessories that they came with, and there's like a bag of their weapons and stuff. So it's the whole team and Armored Red. So
Nice.
All right.
and that is for a specific reason that would be coming to the channel eventually. So
Nice.
and then I also got the same things that Chris did. I got the K-Touch 21. So I got that from Amazon. Very excited to open this because I never had the original K-Touch. And
Yeah, neither did I. That's
I
why
only ever got this because I bought the Neo Deca driver 2 years ago, so I figured
Exactly.
might as well. Also, the back of it's really pretty. I love that.
Oh.
Yeah, that is pretty
Whoa.
cool.
It looks awesome. And then to go with that, since I already collect ride watches as it is, I had to get this, the Saber and Decade Complete 21. So,
Nice.
so I got those. And then finally, I got this stupid thing. So finally, so
After missing it like 40 times.
oh my god, I was so pissed off you don't even know.
I was just constantly texting Josh. I'm like, Josh, it's up again. Josh. Josh. Then like 20 minutes later, God damn it! And it goes up again. I'm like, Josh, it's up again. Damn it!
Yeah, that was a complete pain in the ass. Because like Chris texted me, and of course, like I had like 500 Twitter notifications and Facebook messages, Instagram messages. I'm like, I get it.
Well, that's why I texted you, because I was like, maybe that'll cut through all the nonsense.
Right. Well, it's like, because I'm sitting in, Sunday was a whole ordeal because he was supposed to go up at 9, and then he didn't go up until 12:30 because Target's website's incompetent. Damn. So I had gone back to sleep at that point and missed it. And then Wednesday, he went up again. I was in class, and my class is so long that like my teacher gives us a little break in the middle, like a 5-minute break. I pulled out my phone and it was like, damn it, missed it again. I was so angry. And then right before my next class, it went back up again, and I was able to finally get it. And then they shipped it super quickly, because like a lot of people, they're shipping it to FedEx and they haven't got it yet. But like I ordered it Wednesday, they shipped it to my dorm via UPS, and it got there yesterday. So It only took like 24 hours. I don't know how that happened so quickly, but
it makes no sense, because I'm one of the people that got it the first time it went up before the con, and I still don't have it.
Yeah, it's weird.
But like everyone who bought it afterwards, theirs all shipped out, and I'm just like, what's
super weird. I mean, it's definitely a figure.
Is it at least a comfy bathrobe?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a decently comfy bathrobe.
I assume he's going to be fighting Rocky in the next Rocky Balboa movie. That's what's happening with this.
It's like Velcro's shut. I didn't realize that.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Take it off.
I mean, it's just if you have the In-Space Red figure from the Versus packs last year, it's just that exact same thing with like no paint on it. So
solid.
Except for they painted his belt buckle still for some reason. So but yeah, if you want to check out like my proper full review of it, I uploaded that yesterday. And I have 5 more Lightning Collection figures on the way right now. So it's gonna be
Good Lord.
It's gonna be real good. I'm really excited.
It's gonna be real good.
It's gonna be some good eating.
It's gonna be real good.
So yeah, I got Versus Packs Wave 2 on the way and A Squad Yellow on the way. So
is coming in with the real questions.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter post when Keyshawn came back from the weekend. He brought with him an automatic can opener.
What?
He stole his parents' one because he forgot to buy one, so he just grabbed it on the way out. But they wanted it back.
All his parents were like, how am I going to open my chili?
So
I don't know if they know how stealing works, but you don't get those back if they're stolen.
So yeah, so he brought that up there. We used it for the week. He used it for his enchilada sauce. I used it for nothing.
No corn?
No corn. Didn't get to the corn.
Okay.
Didn't get to the corn.
But then
your college experience was very different than mine.
You had much more corn than I did.
Time.
My college experience, because then I watched Jeopardy every night.
So you're going right into the nursing home experience. That's what it is. He's getting toys with robes. He's eating corn and he's watching Jeopardy.
How are you younger than me and older than me at the same time? I don't understand.
I have a notepad going of how many questions I get right because I sit there by myself and record that.
Oh my god!
It's
bringing geriatrics into the 21st century. Well done, Josh.
Josh, you're supposed to be trying to get to a college senior and not senior citizen.
So,
and that college senior is a girl that you're supposed to be trying to get to at a party. That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, that's my life. But yeah, so I came home this weekend. He went home this weekend as well. But he took the can opener back because he's his parents.
Wow.
So when we return, we might actually have our own automatic can opener that I can talk about during the 1-ups next week. So we'll see how that goes. But
I'm gonna just get people I'm gonna get everyone I know on Twitter to someone's gonna send you a can opener in the mail every week. Just every week you're just gonna get a new can opener. If I'm gonna get a bunch of people together.
First off, I'm in. Second off, does it have to be automatic?
No. This is gonna be the basic, the crank one. Because he has to learn how to use it, so he's gonna go through a lot of them. So we'll just keep sending him a new one every week.
Oh my god!
Until he learns how to use a damn thing.
He's gonna can opener every day.
Not every day, every week.
Yeah, this is my Monday can opener. This
Tuesday.
Color coded for the days of the
oh
week.
my god. But I mean, yeah, that was my week. It was that. It was being angry about Andros and then not being angry about Andros. Well, we'll see how long. The longer I look at it, the more I'm kind of like, yep, about that. And then, we finished watching the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. Me and Keyshawn were rewatching those just for the fun of it. So,
Nice.
But that was my week. Super thrilling, guys. I know. But
oh, dude, I forgot to tell you. When I was driving yesterday, I passed by this house and there was a red car in their driveway, and it had the 95 decal on it to make it look like Lightning McQueen. I just figured you should know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
you guys
I
see-
thought of you immediately.
Did you see Owen Wilson did SNL last week?
Yes.
Did you see the one where he's doing the voice recording for Cars 4? And he's just like, guys, I don't know about some of these lines. And they're like, here's what your salary will be. He's like, let's do this.
Dude, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
So,
Well, all right. That then leads us to the news portion of the night.
Ron Crane says new Josh video series Lightning Can Openers when Lightning opens twice.
that will be when the Lightning Collection inevitably gets canceled. That would be the follow-up series.
Yeah, of course.
I gotta like have a can opener custom made where like the handles are red and they have like the Tyranno coin like printed on it, and then the other one just says Lightning Collection logo. Well, you got to do it, Josh.
Yeah, you put the
That's
logo
what I
on it. You know what happens. So
You gotta review it.
yep, that's how it works.
Someone please Photoshop that so I can send that to somebody to get made.
Yeah.
No, it has to be officially licensed. Then I'll buy it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wait, I'll get it from Liz's website that she knows. They can crank that stuff out without it being officially licensed.
Oh yes,
All right,
they sell plushies, T-shirts, and
Can
openers.
openers,
Can
of course. It's all coming together.
We're officially licensed.
What have you got? What have you got? D-brand skins to make a D-brand skin for a can opener.
Hey, I mean, it's an untapped market. I mean, we got to get in the
That's
road.
true. Yeah.
I mean, you're not sick of MMPR, right, yet? So we're going to put
Yeah,
on
yeah.
everything.
MMPR can opener.
It's been on shoes. Can openers can't be that far away.
I mean, seriously, do you know how many like Star Trek pizza cutters there have been?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
don't tell
yeah,
me
those
that
are cool.
Yeah.
if
My friend
Heinz
also
Bond
has,
didn't have the chance at one point, he would have
Yeah.
been like,
My friend has a Star Trek can opener where the big part of that ship is hollow inside, so you can,
That-
open up cans with it. It's good stuff.
we're
Works.
we're just telling them to print money at this point.
I know.
Yeah,
right.
we are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
true.
absolutely are.
Hey, it's time for the news.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no can openers in here, but what I do have for you
Ah,
is some Soda Pop 8-ounce.
how you gonna open that can of soda pop?
That well, well, tab, I assume.
You just use a can opener on a can of pop.
I'm saying Josh will have to so he can learn how to use this thing.
I just have to practice on all cans.
Every can, yeah, no matter what it is. Can of
No
oil for
matter
your
what
car,
can.
get in there, start cranking.
So yeah, this week for Soda Pop.
Ooh, it's tiny.
Oh no, it revealed my secrets.
Yeah, you know what? I switched out this slide because I was tired of the grainy look, and I looked behind it, and there was a tinier Soda Pop logo back there. All right.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been back there.
Didn't
the
we
whole
do this
time.
one already?
No, this is
Unfortunately, no.
the devil version of this man. Vice.
Did this just happen last Saturday?
Yeah, the news one. Yeah,
Yeah.
news-wise, yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what day it is because this feels like weeks ago that this happened.
Oh,
so
I know,
I
right?
don't know what's
I'm with
going
you
on
on that.
anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a campaign exclusive wherein you have to cut out 6 barcodes of SODO buy one, paste them onto a postcard, send them in, and you might get this figure.
Oh my.
I can't even
Yeah.
buy SODO buy one because HLJ still doesn't have it up yet. It came out last week.
No. I pre-ordered all 3 on Ami.
So is the unique thing about this just the little wisp? Or
Yeah, well, they haven't made this version of him at all yet, but I assume the Wisp is probably going to be exclusive, and they're going to release a full figure later on down the line.
Does he have a full like set of legs in this form though?
Yeah, he showed him off in the first episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is a thing that they could do.
I was gonna say they were just like, this is sweet. We don't even have to make legs. Just make the torso and then just jam a thing on the end. Can I ask though? So he's got the full Wisp. What is this like second thing that's jutting out of his hip?
I think that's his tail.
Oh, so he's got a tail and the Wisp? That's weird.
Really?
And that just looks like his dick the way this photo is taken. I'm just gonna say it. He's just got a weird dick hanging off the side of his body.
Chris, I don't know about you, but my dick's not hanging out from my thigh.
First of all, obviously it's not hanging out from the thigh, but I'm saying that's what it looks like. And he's a ghost. He can hang wherever he wants. Okay? Don't tell him where his dick is.
I mean, he could really be twisting the torso. Like, you don't know which way his legs
like when
are
they draw a woman in comic books so that you can see her ass and her boobs at the same time, which isn't humanly possible. That's what's going on in this photo, but for ghosting.
Great. Hey, there are only going to be 10,000 of these made. And I don't know if that means... So there are 3 different periods where you can get these in. During the buy 1 period, buy 2 period, buy 3 period. And I don't know if it's going to be 10,000 each period or 10,000 across all three periods. So yeah, it's probably not going to be too difficult to get. I talked to Rai about it, and I have a feeling it's going to lean a bit more toward the Ichiban Kuji exclusives. So
yeah,
I'm not.
I mean, they are making 10,000 more than they ever should have for this. So yeah.
I agree. This shouldn't have happened.
Well, remember how you were freaking out about those? What were those 2 SODOs? The all cyclone, the all cyclone. Is that what they were? The same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, because they were everywhere, and they're still everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about this one. Like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Either it's going to go really well, thinking that way, or it's not. So,
well, we don't really have an option because there's no way for us to enter the drawing for this. So
yeah, exactly.
Buy it on Mondo Rocket later, or you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's this guy, and then also, oh god,
all my secrets revealed.
This is another most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Not this.
Is it this or is it this?
Yes, there it is. That's the bitch.
That one.
That's it. They're like, look, these weren't ridiculous enough. What if we make the head 5 times the size of everything else? Sold. Yeah. Do it. Make it. Print it up.
Yeah, I mean, the actual like lion forms themselves look fine.
Honestly, on the show, I thought it looked decent because like the head was like a little bit more in proportion with the rest of it. I felt like the CG on the show wasn't too bad. And then they're just like, well, we got to fit the whole top of the torso in there. So you got to make it bigger. I don't know what to tell you. It's so
yeah, like basically what happened is that like they couldn't bend the torso any further forward than they already have.
That's what I figured. They just have to, it's like they have to put a box on his torso. So it looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is certainly something.
These are all so bad. Can we just stop with these? We don't like I would rather you make 2 cool forms and not worry about what they have to lay on top of each other to make. Just make 2 cool forms. You know what I mean? Because now you're trying to do too much and none of it's succeeding.
No, the like mouth to butt bike thing going on is just not good.
I mean,
very very strange. And then looking at this, I'm like, is this like a Chinese New Year? Like a New Year's dragon? Like,
it does kind of remind me of that.
Yeah. But hey, I will say
Megalodon is just them lying on top of each other, hugging each other's waists as they fly around horizontally. It's the stupidest
I will
thing
say
ever.
though, the figures do look pretty good. I'm fine.
Yeah, just in normal forms, they're fine.
Yeah,
and like the symbol on Vice's chest is actually painted. It's not a sticker.
Nice. Any paint is good.
That's pretty rare for something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, those are these guys. If you want to learn more about them, I did a whole video on SODO Pop News, which I looked at my files. Apparently, that was the 100th episode, so that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more fanfare next time.
Maybe I don't know.
You should just pick a random one and be like, "It's our 127th episode," and just make a big deal about it. Like, Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Go
Just
nuts.
get pumped for it.
We have
yeah.
Team Kamen Rider on that one.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you can get. Do it.
So that's this guy. Now let's move on to, and we're loading Kamen Rider. And we've loaded the
Are
rest.
you in like a Hewlett Packard too? Like, what is going on?
No, he's on an Apple II Classic.
Powered by my internet.
I have no idea why, because typically these load at least a little bit fast.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's amusing. So
Yeah, all right. So hey, Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
All right. So if you
There's probably supposed to be a picture of
There
the
we go.
There it is.
damn, that's
Oh.
a sweet time. So you know how this works. When rider shows are over, they get a stage show. I did a video about that like a couple months ago. If you want to check that out. But yeah, so
Shameless plug this episode. Josh.
no, honestly, like for whatever reason, that video has the most views I've ever had on a video. I don't understand why.
Well, it was
But-
good. I mean, one, it was good production value, but
Yeah.
two, it was a lot of information that like I don't think a lot of people
Yeah,
know.
I mean-
So I think that was good.
Stage
And it
show
hit
stuff.
at the exact right time.
Yeah.
The stage show boom of 2020.
Yeah, you know, the stage shows were really just all the rage.
All the stage. Hey-oh.
There it is. But you know, I mean, this stuff is always fascinating to me. Just what they, throw together in 5 seconds to put in these plays. So in this case, it's actually interesting, a little more interesting than usual. So it's like black and gold repaint of Emotional Dragon from the movie, but I believe he has the head of Elemental Dragon. And if you remember, there's that one issue of Telebukun where they accidentally photoshopped Elemental Dragon's head on Emotional Dragon.
Oh.
Now that's
Yeah.
actually kind of true.
They must have liked how it looked. They're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we fucked up, but that's cool.
So it's repainted for that. And then the like Blu-ray release of it, which I think won't come out until like March or something, is going to come with this new Wonder Ride book,
Nice.
which obviously unlocks the form. So
Does he have a full-on
Yes, sir.
cape instead of just like the waistcoat?
he might.
It looks like it goes up further.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I'm very interested to see what they'll do because last year's stage show exclusive form, Arc 01, actually made it into the SODO line. So
That's true.
I'm curious if maybe this is on the table. I don't know. It's still not even that difficult to do. You just have to kind of repaint some stuff. So
Yeah.
I got that right.
yeah.
I have never.
maybe,
You may be surprised to learn I've never watched this.
Really? Wow, what a shock. So, but yeah, I would love to see get a SODO figure. I love
agree.
whenever they do stage show things. But yeah, so if you want that, I assume Chris is going to be the only one here that buys it. So
That's fair. Probably safe bet.
All right.
As you
Cool.
can see, my collection of other ones that I have never watched. I got the,
Yeah.
the one that came with the WAS. Didn't the one come with the WAS?
oh yeah, that was Geo's and yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. That's neat.
that's a watch I still need. I keep forgetting about that one.
Yeah.
It's one of the few I have left.
I think I only need 5. I think I need Violent Emotion and then the 4 that came with those 2 PB sets.
Oh, yeah, those ones are a pain. Yeah.
The what is the brothers from XC?
The Mighty Brothers,
Mighty Brothers, yeah.
and then Zolda and Delta. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
I got my Violent Emotion for like 800 yen or something one time.
Yeah,
so
I think it really
yeah.
dropped after a while. I just have
that
to
one's not
find
that
one.
bad anymore.
Ooh, what's
Hey.
this?
That's like real X time.
I think so. I haven't watched it yet, but
Jesus Christ. Well, you know what? If
I haven't
you
seen
head-
it either.
If you
I
head,
saw
well,
it.
Jesus.
It's
If
on
you
my.
head
It's
to
on,
San Diego Comic-Con on
I have a
Saturday,
list.
November 27th at 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m.
like 17 Toku side things that are not the main show that I have to watch.
But yeah, they're going to be doing a U.S. premiere at San Diego Comic-Con for Real X Time.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, that's cool.
Is that? Can we watch it online, or is it only if you're there?
So it will be online, I think, in January.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
So it's
cool.
kind of like
Yeah.
what they did with what was the other movie they did? Forever.
Yeah, he said Generations.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you should also check out the live stream where they announced it because SODO Pop got name dropped.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Yeah,
we did. Get
well,
name dropped.
mostly because I was in the chat, but
But who cares? That's cool.
yeah, it was fun. But yeah, if you're in Comic-Con or if you're attending Comic-Con or you're thinking about attending, this is another reason to go. Hopefully you get to go see it with a bunch of other Toku fans that are hopefully vaccinated. I don't know what.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm not rushing
Yeah.
off to the convention scene just yet, but
Yeah.
I will watch this at my house.
To answer not that one. As question. Is this movie canon? Do I need to watch Zero One before? Yes, this is like an epilogue to the show.
Yeah, it happens after the series.
Which makes
I wanna
so
watch
much
it.
sense to have it post first, but
Yeah.
Well, when are those Blu-rays happening? I'm still waiting on my
That is a
Zero
good
One
question,
Blu-rays.
isn't it?
I want it. So I can put it on the shelf and never watch it. That's how
Yeah,
this
they're
goes.
probably on the stupid ship that's stuck in a canal again or
Yeah,
something. I
that's
don't know.
Yeah, probably.
It did get stuck in that. Can you make the canal bigger? Can we just send some money to make the canal bigger? Just break all of Panama off and just make it a big
I don't know
waterway
if there's
now.
enough water in the world to like fill that canal back up.
I don't even think it was the Panama Canal.
Oh, I just assumed
No,
it
it
was
was one. Crap! It's somewhere in the Middle East. I'm pretty sure is where that
the
one. Was.
Suez Canal.
Yeah, I
something
think
like
that's
that.
it. Yeah.
I didn't
The only,
know
Suarez?
the only
this
two
was-
canals I know. So if it's not Panama, I gotta try the other one. It's the only other. I know two canals.
Chances are you're probably right because I don't have a comprehensive knowledge of canals. So. Although that was a Jeopardy category this week, and I failed it very badly.
Jesus Christ, we're moving on now.
Hold on, I'm not done talking about canals. Obvious
Hey,
segue from
Sentai!
Kamen Rider movie. Canals.
Look at this friend.
Look at this chunky
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zenryoku ZenkaiOh.
I can't wait till mine comes in.
It looks.
I
pretty
want it
good.
now.
It
The-
looks-
The problem is,
I can't
I bought
decide.
the Canon,
Yep.
so that's in my
Yeah.
private warehouse right now. But I don't have ZenkaiOhs.
Just wait, Josh. You know they're gonna eventually, like all Sentai mechs, will eventually show up on like Amazon US for $30 a piece, and you'll just
That's
buy them.
true. That's true.
So I only
That's what
bought
always
the
happens.
Canon because I do love the look of the Canon and like what it does with like the sound effects and everything. I mean, I'm obviously gonna get the mini flat version of this because I have been collecting those, but it looks cool for sure.
I was fiddling around with mine because I didn't know that you could take the legs off and stuff. Like I don't try to pry apart my toys that often.
Fair.
And there's no instructions with these.
You got to scan the
So
thing.
when I pulled, yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna fight.
I don't like it either. I like the old paper instructions.
When I knew this was going to be a leg, so I stretched out. I'm like, this is going to be really flimsy if it has to hold up the whole thing. And come to find out, one of the pieces from the cannon plugs into the leg in between to stabilize the knee.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's what that gray piece is with the gold paint on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Which I really liked.
Is this
Yeah.
from K2 Easy's video? Is that what this is?
Yeah. It's like that was one of the best looks at it that we've seen. So.
Yeah. I mean, I can't decide. We wanted a clusterfuck. We certainly got one. I mean, it's a shame you can't also attach Two Kaiser's mech on here as well, but
Or ZenkaiOh either.
yeah.
But it's cool. It is still like
I don't know. Like I said, I keep going back and forth. I'm like, yeah, it looks cool, and then I look at it again. I'm like, God, it's a thick bitch. I don't know. I can't decide if I love it or not.
I wish that it wasn't just a CGI model on the show. But
How are they going to make a suit of this? No one has a wide enough pelvis.
I don't know. I don't know how
Humans aren't built this way, Josh.
you put the extra blocks that you use for the lion from Revice, like the chunks, you just one on each hip.
Yeah. There you go.
The lion head from Revice is bigger than this whole mech.
Ooh.
I'm just glad the other team members get in on like a new combination.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess they haven't been used in a while. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean the only one that was Juron. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
For an episode.
right.
They're like, your toy can do this. Oh, really? Yeah, but we're done with it. It's fine.
All right, are we good here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Gokaiger.
I don't think anyone here wants to talk about this. We can
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, so we got a new trailer for Gokaiger. Really cool. It was like a minute long or something. But we got some looks at some of the new villains from the movie. So there they are there. We got this one shot of like gender swapped Gokai green and yellow, which I don't know what's going on there. But...
Green's gonna rip his skirt off.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Big dramatic gesture.
Well, I mean, I would have been confused, but then Yellow is posed like Dawn, as if he's having.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
Oh
they,
yeah.
I don't know why they switched keys, but I'm sure they did.
Yeah. I don't know what the reason is either, but it looks cool.
Little throwback, maybe. I mean, they gender swapped in their during the season.
Yeah, it could be that.
It was the two of them that did the body swap episode.
That's true.
That would be kind of fun again, but
yeah.
I'm just, oh my god, I just love Gokaiger. I'm just so excited for anything coming back for it.
Like, obviously, you know how excited I am about Ranger keys and stuff, and the new ones are appearing in the movie too, which is gonna be awesome. But like, I can't wait for this. So yeah, I mean, there's not a ton to say. We got this really cool poster for it too, but it's just everything I see about this, I get more excited.
Well, it makes me wonder because Marvelous has like eye patch Marvelous. He's acting kind of sus, and like obviously I don't really know what they are saying in the trailer, but it's like is that really him? And then I want to know who the Marvelous looking monster is in the one in the middle. Like it's kind of got his feel of everything, but it's got these like horn things on the side. Yeah. It's gonna be a long wait till April or whenever this comes stateside. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm hoping that because it's getting like a theatrical release in like November, and then like the Blu-rays like in March. So I'm hoping it's kind of like one of those like Rider V Cinemas where like they somehow find their way online earlier than like the release. So, because like that Vulcan and Valkyrie one, like the Blu-ray with the keys doesn't come out for still a little while, but like it's already been subbed. So
I don't ask, I just consume.
No, I totally get that. So
yeah, that should be out fairly soon, though.
Yeah, I think it's like November or December.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's early November. I think so. Maybe it got out like a month early.
I think I genuinely don't know how it works, but I think that like sometimes at the theatrical like releases they have like a copy you can buy there or something, or it's on the Toei Tokusatsu fan club or something.
Or somebody's recording it.
Well, it's always like good quality. So
those two guys they have they're wearing the suits, and then one guy has the giant like light, and then the other guy has the head of a camera, and they're like the anti-piracy mascots. I love those guys. Didn't they make figures of them at one? They made figure arts of them at one point because it was like
they have figure arts. They have 66 action.
Oh my god!
I would have bought 66 actions on them. I never saw those. I'm not buying figure arts, but yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. I can't wait.
All right, next up, Power Rangers. Hey, that loaded all the way. Hell yeah.
We got some. I think cool things to talk about. The fandom hates them, but
really,
let's talk about them.
Look at these things.
Yeah. So these were listings we had before. That I had thought could possibly have been Lightning at one point because they were priced as Lightning, and then they bamboozled me by slashing the price in half.
He has been bamboozled
because they slashed the price in half once they revealed them.
Gee whiz, Walmart, you're really good.
It was bizarre because they're like, "Hey, these new things are up," and I'm like, "I've never seen these before." And they're like, "Oh, they were on sale. They're normally $22," and I'm like, "I've what? Like, how did I miss these?"
I don't know if anybody saw it, but I did a little like a Lightning Storm video about it because they let me pre-order these listings like a day before, even though I had no idea what they were. So I was like, they're probably going to go up for the CollectorCon thing. No idea that they were going to be these, but now that we know what these are, there are 4 additional listings for the same thing. So they're going to do 4 more of these, but I don't know what. So look forward to that. But yeah, so we have these retro
versions of everything.
Yeah, don't say it, but you're probably right. Especially because 2 of these they could
It'll
don't
just
know,
be
Hasbro
it'll just be repaints of the one's already a repaint. But
we'll get
see.
to him. We'll get to
Yeah.
him. I'm very
Hasbro
excited
hasn't
about him.
really done black and gold anything yet, so
Yeah, that's true. That's
That
true.
is true.
But we know from this that they are willing to reference Bandai toys.
yeah. Do you
um,
want to get there?
well, I'll just say what these are real quick.
Okay.
These are like retro styled Megazords. They're like $15-ish, 16, something like that.
That's not
Very
bad.
limited articulation. But pretty much kind of like the articulation that like the Ninja figure had. And they're going to be the same size as that, so they'll scale pretty well with Lightning. They'll probably look pretty nice with the Lightning monsters. The monsters might still be like an inch or 2 bigger than they should be, even for these. But yeah, not terrible.
I just think it's funny that we caught Thunder Megazord like in the middle of a workout because his hands
I know.
are like,
Oh, yeah.
just like, oh yeah, man.
I
I'm
am a
getting
little
swole.
worried because all of the promo pictures have him looking like that. So I really hope you can turn it. I don't know
I
if
think
you
you
can.
probably can.
I hope
Because
so.
I mean,
Come here and
the
get into
Lost
my
Galaxy
sword. I'm gonna
Megazord has his like
somehow.
head
Please
and
run.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
over
that's
here.
true. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it looks like Dino Megazord and Lost Galaxy Megazord even have head articulation, much like the Ninja didn't, obviously because of the gimmick.
Mm.
So that's cool. But next, moving on from that,
Look
we
at his
have
friend.
NinjaCon, which is so cool.
This is cool. Yeah.
Because like the Retromorphin Ninja figure, I think is already pretty good. I really like that figure.
Yeah, I like it too.
And as long as I saw that, I'm like, oh, this would be cool. I've actually already seen people do it where they've custom painted it already. So sorry to them because they're doing it officially. But I've seen I was sort of thinking about like, what if I bought a second one and did this, because it's just kind of a fun thing. Because I never thought Hasbro would do it. But yeah, they're slightly remolding, mainly just repainting the Ninja figure that you already have probably into the NinjaCon Bandai America toy that was released during Ninja Storm and then again during Jungle Fury.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they released it during Ninja Storm originally, obviously with the Ninja Storm logo and everything.
Why Jungle Fury? Was it as NinjaCon again?
Yes, it was as NinjaCon again. But that time they took out, because the original release came with 2 of the Power Spheres for the Thunder for the Storm Megazord. So then they re-released NinjaCon in like the Super Legends line or whatever. It's the same thing as before, but they took the black paint off of his face, and they removed the spheres because there'd be no reason.
Didn't he come with like a launcher or something? It was like a little.
Yeah, he came with
he
a little
put the
launcher
thing in
for
and
the
shot him
spheres.
out.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, but yeah, and then here it is. And like, I really got to give Hasbro credit that not only are they doing this, but they're doing it correctly. Like they remolded the head to be accurate to the toy. They remolded the chest, and so this is just really cool. I never thought they would ever reference this again. I didn't even know if they could, because I still am like not sure. I guess this confirms it, whether or not they were allowed to like really be specifically off of Bandai stuff. Because even though it's retro ones are kind of their own thing in their own way.
Well, anything they bought the whole thing from Bandai. I would assume it's any of their assets. And
I figured too. I just wasn't sure, but yeah, this is really cool.
This is the only one that I grabbed because I thought it looked really good. Plus, like you said, I already really like the Ninja figure, so they're just improving on it.
Well, and it's like, I guess I would say, is it a valid way to do it? I mean, yes, like to reuse the mold. I'm like, yes, but I mean, it was really lazy when Bandai did it. So Hasbro's just piggybacking.
Yeah, but it's different now because when Bandai did it, they're like, we made this thing and we might as well get a second use out of it, so we'll just make this up. And that was, but this was like, but then people liked it, so it became like a thing. So now, this is more legitimate than the first time they did it because they're referencing something that became something. Does he come with a sword though? I've noticed I've never seen him with a sword. Did the original? I don't know if the original one did.
Yeah, it came with a repaint of Ninja's sword. Actually, I don't even know. Well, like the sheath for the back was like blue, like Ninja.
Yeah.
They repainted that red as well. But he does. He has the sword. I'm looking at.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, he does. So
cool.
Yeah. The other ones, I don't think they're terrible or anything. They're just, I don't need them. Although you did just mention the monsters, so now I'm thinking about it a little bit more. But to me,
they're
it's
not
just
the most articulated figures in the world. Obviously,
that's the thing. I'm like, they're not. it doesn't make sense to have him scale with lightning because that's not the proportions on the show.
Right.
Like with Ninjor, it makes sense because he had a human-sized form. Sometimes he grew, but he also, walks among them. But like, it doesn't make sense to have the full Megazord be the same size as the Ranger. And then it's like they're, they have a decent amount of paint applications, but they're not perfect, and the lack of articulation. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just not like, it's the same reason I don't really buy a lot of those like non-transforming Transformer action figures, because I'm kind of just like, if you're going to sell me a robot, I want it to be like a big robot that does a bunch of stuff. I don't want an action figure of a robot.
I saw that tonight. John Warden was talking about these on Twitter.
I saw that too.
He said that we worked with old film photographs taken on set to get the proportions and details correct on these. The mission was to make these as close to the show as possible. Value for the price was very important.
Huh.
And like I said, I don't think they're terrible, and I'm not like, oh, these are garbage. Because a lot of people are like, oh, fuck, these are garbage. And I'm like, look, if you love them, great. Grab them, and I hope they do well. It's just, for me, I don't. I mean, first of all, I don't need any more Dino Megazords. For the rest of my life, I think I'm good. I don't think I need any more. Thunder Megazord, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of that design.
Yeah, I think it is what it is for me is that, like, I mean, I had to get NinjaCon because I just love how much of a deep cut that
plus
is.
that's like the first time you're ever seeing it since the first time.
Right.
So, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It makes total sense.
Unless you go and buy it for like $80 or whatever on eBay, you're not going to get NinjaCon. I don't have any Thunder Megazords. So obviously, that's not a definitive Thunder Megazord, but it's a cool representation to have. And then Lost Galaxy is the same thing. I don't have any version of that. And so at that point, it's like, well, screw it. I'll just get all four of them. I'll do a video on them or whatever. But
yeah, the packaging is, to me, like the VHS tapes that you could put like next to it as the display.
Do you think it comes with real VHS tapes though, or is it just a box?
Will they be revealed VHS movies with them, or is it just a box?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
I forget. I think maybe I said it to Eric. I said, but if you look at these boxes look to me like booster packs to a trading card game.
Oh, 100%.
Don't they? Like, that's exactly what this artwork looks like. And I mean, it's great. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying when I look at this immediately, I'm like, is this some kind of trading card game? That's exactly what this artwork looks like to me.
It's really cool detail too, because it has standing on a cliff, it has the main villain from the season. And then in the background, it has the first monster that Megazord fought.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So if you look at NinjaCon, he's empty.
Oh, wow. That is true. But yeah, there's Goldar and Rita. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh,
So
yeah,
then
Piranha's head?
Yeah.
Wow. I never would have seen that, but that's cool.
So that's a really cool detail.
Yeah, that is cool.
I'm really bothered they didn't get the same angle on these boxes. They're all just sort of scattered about.
Oh, you mean the way they... Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the way they drew the Megazords on the box.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, well, why does that matter? You're like, no, they just couldn't line the actual boxes up. Like, yeah, just here they are.
Like, they didn't want to mark it with tape or anything. I don't know.
But yeah, I think the artwork is amazing on these. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, we have listings for 4 more. I don't know what they're going to be, but if you like these, they're going to do a second wave. Which, take your guesses, I guess, what they'll do besides just repaints. So,
see, if they really wanted in keeping with VHS, I feel like Lost Galaxy is like right around the time VHS died, because I kind of remember there being like a big clamshell VHS for like the first 2 or 3 episodes of Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, I think actually, SPD was the last season that had any VHS releases.
That far, really?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
That seems wrong, but all right.
It took years for Power Rangers to get to HD.
That seems so crazy to me, but
yeah, it's if you want to get SPD VHS Volume 2, it's $19 on Amazon right now.
Jesus,
So,
all right.
you can.
That's interesting. Anyway, I was gonna say I feel like if you want to keep with the VHS theme, they should stick to the older ones. Like I would think.
Well, I feel like Zeo and Astra Megazord are basically.
I was gonna say. I think the Ninja Megazord is an obvious choice. I think Astra Megaship is an obvious choice.
Well, I think we just said it right there. Astra Megazord, Zeo Megazord. You repaint the Dino Megazord black and gold, and then you do Ninja. You're done. That's wave 2.
You could. I don't know if they'll do. They could do Zeo, but they just did the big Zeo.
Yeah, they want you to forget about that one anyway.
You're gonna see a lot of those. Don't talk to me or my son ever again memes on Twitter. That's how that'll happen.
If they do a Zeo, that would be the way that should have always been. These are so. But yeah, these are cool. I obviously pre-ordered all of them. I will probably get the next wave of them as well.
Nice.
Really, they sold me with NinjaCon. When NinjaCon happened, I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's buy all of them.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Next up.
Yes, this is a thing.
Yeah.
So this is Super 7. I guess this is a tease for. Well, we saw the Pink Ranger too, so I'm assuming that's 2 out of Wave 2.
Yeah, probably. Pink is on the next slide, by the way. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she looks good. I mean, I think they did a good job with this.
Yeah.
The staff is crazy detailed.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that means she actually comes with the telescope, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even consider that. That could be something that like Hasbro does if they ever do a standalone Rita in the Lightning Collection.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. So yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, not bad.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then this. And look, both heads in the same box. It can be done.
Of course it
You
can.
don't
be.
have
like
to sell me 7 of
$50,
these.
Chris.
You see,
Yeah,
for
but still.
like $50, besides like the stuff to make it look like the old figure and stuff, with the blade blaster.
Yeah.
You're pretty, and besides whatever that like rope ribbon thing's supposed to be, you pretty much are getting everything you get in that GameStop cat 2-pack.
That's what I'm saying. They made me buy 3 Pink Rangers at this point, so I would have just bought this. I'd have saved $5. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Fair.
But I think is that from the movie? I don't know why they would include it with this.
Oh, it might be from
Yeah, I
the
have
movie.
no idea
Yeah.
why
When
that
they were
whip-
fighting the jelly
the
man in the
pterodactyl
beginning.
thunder whip.
Yeah, she like shoots it at him and then like wraps around him. That's my guess. I mean, this
Yeah.
is not that suit, but they just were like, here's this thing, you can have it.
Since it's not
Well, it
that
also has
suit,
a Zeo crystal. Or no, that's not
true.
a Zeo crystal.
No,
Never
that's
mind,
the,
a
the
Dino.
Dino Megazord.
thingy.
The joystick. And you get the cat, of course.
I like how you get the like.
Oh, that's the morpher. Okay, I was like,
I
what's
like how you
the
get the
thing?
little like Bandai flip head bow. as
Yeah,
well.
they're doing that. All of them come with the
Yeah.
flip head accessories. Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks great. I mean, if you're collecting these, cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably won't. I won't bother, but I like to see.
I'm MMPR'd out. I'm perfectly fine with the Lightning Collection versions, especially since I pretty much have everything here from that anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If I didn't already have the regular one, the glitter one, the 2-pack on the way, but it's like I don't need any more.
I even pre-ordered the damn cell shaded one because I can't help myself.
I didn't do that, but yeah, I mean,
That's just mean.
I know. I know.
Well,
I mean, that's the thing.
If you want the plastic versions, we have all of these, and if you want the fabric ones, we have the 3-0 ones. We have the new ones that are now
and the isn't Mezco doing them too?
Mezco, yeah, the Mezco one's the 1/12.
I honestly, not only did I forget about those, so I didn't put them in the news, but I also didn't care. So I also didn't.
Yeah. But to me, it's just like Hasbro's literally like whoever wants to make MMPR figures, go for it. And I guess they win either way because they get the royalties from whatever sells. But I'm like, you're directly competing with yourself here, and also like you've given the license to like 10 different companies, and they're all making the same 6 figures. I mean, so I'm just like, who's going to buy every version of it?
I guess it kind of makes sense in the fact that, like, obviously, besides the fact that they just re-released Yellow, they're re-releasing Pink for the 50th time in the Lightning Collection. The core team is kind of not 100% readily available right now. So in the Lightning Collection,
but we're talking about like $100 figures right now. Like, who
yeah,
the hell's gonna be buying?
Yeah, the Mezco ones aren't cheap. Or
I feel like at the very least,
reaction
Hasbro has made their money, and they're like, "How do we make more money off this without just, rehashing? Oh, we'll have other people do it. All right, cool."
I mean, like I said, Hasbro makes out either way because they're getting paid regardless. I just don't. Like, I don't want to be the 5th company to be like, now it's my turn to do MMPR because I'm just like, you're going to see diminishing returns.
And it's like, I totally get it from Super 7. Totally get it. Do Mighty Morphin makes sense. But like, they did confirm that they have the license to do anything from any season. It's like, that would be really cool to see stuff that like even Lightning wouldn't get to. But I get it. Mighty Morphin sells
ones that weren't expensive and also slightly not great looking.
Yeah.
Now,
That
see,
would be
here's the
nice.
thing. If anyone was going to make Megazord action figures, it should be them. Because then they would give you all the articulation, all of the painted detail, all of the
Sure.
accessories,
Yeah.
and they would scale with the monsters from Lightning Collection because they'd be about 7 inches.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, leave like just leave Hasbro to do transforming ones, and then you leave like these other.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of where I'm at with it. Like for the first wave, I got the T-Rex just because
Yeah.
I love that like suit, the TV suit accurate T-Rex figure.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and again, I'm not a huge fan of robot, non-transforming action figures. But in this case, I felt like they're not going to do all of the Zords, and even if they did, I'm not going to buy a $50 pterodactyl Zord. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But I was like I would get the T-Rex and I would get the Dragon Zord because
Right.
like those suits were like on their own on the show and they're big enough and they make sense and they would look good.
I wonder if you could put the rest of the Zords in like separate 2-packs or something and keep it at 50.
Maybe, but how much articulation would they have? I mean, that's the thing. Like,
I don't know.
I'll be honest. The other main reason I bought the T-Rex was because Super 7 is also doing Transformers and they're making a Grimlock, and I kind of just want the Grimlock and the T-Rex to hang out and be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. These are happening as
cool.
well.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
I think for this line, if they do like some interesting monsters, like I might just kind of one-off supplement the Lightning Collection, but I can't see rebuying everybody.
That's fair. All right. Hey, Lightning Storm, Flash.
Yeah.
Flash.
So there's a lot more to talk about Lightning news this week. There's a 20 minute or so Lightning Storm coming out in the morning. But just the one thing I thought was really cool to mention is Versus Packs Wave 2 is out. If you got them from Entertainment Earth, that's the only place that has them so far. So we got some pictures of them, and yeah. So if you want to check out video reviews of them, MCU Collector 24 on YouTube, he bought the wave and he posted reviews of them. And he bought a whole case from Entertainment Earth, and he sold me the duplicates from the case. So those are the ones that are on the way right now. So,
nice. The axe for TJ looks really good.
Yeah. They all look great. I mean, I love these choices. I don't really need another MMPR yellow figure, but the other 3 figures, great.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Oh.
Ultraman.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, this thing. So if you're keeping up with the show, I guess minor spoilers, but
it's okay. Only like 3 people are watching it. So
is it not doing well?
What?
People on Twitter hate it from everything I see.
Really?
I hear people just bash on it every week.
I think it's fun.
The first couple of episodes didn't really do it for me, but I think it's gotten pretty good as of the last month or so.
The theme song slaps enough that the rest of the show doesn't matter. The theme song is so damn good.
Fair.
But yeah, so anyway, recently on the show, he I guess went back in time to see Tritter, John Tritter. Anyway, Trigger, he went back in time and Trigger was evil then, and he kind of brought him out of it. And so they gave him this thing in the past. They're like, here's your transformation thing. And he's like, oh, this looks exactly like my spark lens. And then he used it. So they're making a toy of it. I don't know what all it's going to do. They're giving you a blank hyper key to go with it because on the show, he would put the blank hyper key in the machine and then feed energy off of the ancient tablet. And then it would eventually turn the blank one into one of the ones he uses on the show. So this is just kind of hey, here's some show props. I don't really know what they're going to do. I don't really know what functionality they have. I haven't really looked into it.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I'm minorly intrigued. I'm do I want this? Do I need this? This might be something I get on Mandarake later down the line.
It was $90 on Toku Collectibles.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's 5,500 yen, and it doesn't even turn into the there's no hyper gun mode or whatever.
Yeah, because it's like a rock, so it doesn't transform.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you can put keys in the bottom of it. I think you can still do that. I don't know. I said, it looks neat. You know, do I need it? Like, it's going to be one of those things where like I did the video for it and never look at it again, and then it's like, I don't know.
It looks like if they took the original mold for the spark lens and then it just sort of, I don't know, got
left out in the rain or something.
yeah, it's got like damage all over it.
Somebody was like, "I'll fix this by putting clay on top of it." Like, okay.
The more I look at it,
Adam says it has a light sensor. That's right. So apparently, it like absorbs light, and that makes it make different sounds. I forgot about that. I don't know exactly how it works. Like depending on like how much light's in the room.
So this is Dumbledore's thing from Harry Potter. It just sucks light out of things.
I guess.
Okay.
So I don't know.
The paint for it makes it look like it's got like a rubbery texture.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. The like
looks like it's made out of AstroTurf or something like that. Yeah.
The color scheme it makes me think of like the Skylanders portal or something. Like it looks. That's the kind of like vibes I'm getting from it.
So yeah, I think this will be one where I like watch a video on it and then maybe go look for it on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Trigger stuff, like as soon as it comes out, it's on Mandarake, like the vinyls and everything, and I'm like, all right,
really?
I'll just get it from there, I guess, if I need it.
Fair.
All right, that's this one. Next up, it's time for Wheeljack.
Wheeljack. There's a lot of Wheeljack today.
I'm excited.
You should be. It's Wheeljack.
Yeah.
So Victory Saber has crossed, I think, 18,000 at this point. Hold on, I'm going to go get you a up to the minute.
Yes, they're going to do it. They're going to unlock everything.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, they always do this thing where, like, it's trucking along, and every HasLab has a big swell at the end. I mean, I still haven't even backed it yet. I'm obviously going to, so there's a big swell at the end because there's a lot of people like me that are just like, well, I want to see how far it gets. I want to see how much free stuff or additional stuff I'm going to get.
Because it got like to the end of this weekend, I assume. Is that?
I think it's Monday. Yeah, 2 hours and well, let me see what this is. 2 days and 49 minutes. So yeah, because 49 minutes will make it tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's Monday, like Sunday into Monday at midnight.
Right.
So it is currently sitting at 18,278. And I think the last stretch goal is 20,000.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a big boom at the end. They haven't even added in like the overseas sales, like Takara's numbers.
Oh, that's going to do it right there.
Yeah, so. I mean that's the thing. There's absolutely no way that this doesn't hit 20,000. It's only got like 17,000 still to go. So it's.
I mean, especially because isn't this a Japanese character?
I'm sorry, 1,600, not 16,000. 1,600. Yeah, Japan's weird though. Japan's kind of like when we stopped Transformers, Japan was like, we can't let the party stop. We're going to keep going. And then now it's like the complete opposite. You know, Hasbro's like, everyone's here still loves Transformers. And then Japan's like, we've got a lot of giant robots to choose from, and we're kind of done with Transformers. Like, it still sells, but it's not like, you know, Sentai or Gundam or things that are still like, constantly. So like I don't know, it's weird. Like there definitely will be a bunch of numbers at the end.
They just just too many robots. They just tired.
They're just like this is like where giant robots were born here. So like we know giant.
We get it. We literally built a Gundam earlier this year.
Yeah, it's true. They're literally just like we've done it. Okay, we get it.
I'm sorry. Like, all they do is transform. All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, no one pilots that. All right. But yeah, so it'll definitely hit, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
It looks really good once you have the actual color to it and everything.
Yeah, the stand looks good, the shield looks good, the big cannon. It's gonna be a nice set. And honestly, I don't even think the price is that unreasonable because it's like a commander class and a leader class, which is kind of like 130-40 with tax and whatnot. Then you're getting all this extra stuff.
It's cheaper than the Dino Megazord Lightning Collection is going to be next year.
That's true. Plus, it's honestly, it's like buying a Titan class. Like the Titan class figures are like $160. You know, this is like 180. It's like it's right in there. It's not really that ridiculous. It's nice. So, yeah, definitely excited for this one.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is actually the next one, but speaking of Titan class, please. Damn it, no.
You get this weird ass thing that first of all, it took me a while to realize what I was looking at because the stand is like one stand that like sits on top of another stand, and then like some kind of
Is it one of those things where it's like the tension?
Yes, it's supposed to be some kind of special science to it, and I'm just like, but why? Why do I? First of all, why do I need any stand? He's Optimus. He can stand on his own.
Yeah.
You know, like remember
He's
all those
Optimus.
times?
He's known for standing on.
That's it. He stands. But I'm like, remember all those times on the show when he would just float in midair with his gun like this? Like all the time, he just do it. He's just like, hey guys, I'm just. Oh, did you need to go somewhere? I'm not done floating.
He looks like he's standing on top of one of those triangles you put in like the pizzas, you know, in the middle of the pizza box.
Yes, to keep the cheese from hitting the roof of the exactly. Liz.
Exactly. I mean, I haven't seen one of those in forever, but that's exactly. I'm like,
that's what those are for.
It really.
I had no idea that's what those were for.
Yeah,
really?
I never thought about it.
Really? Yeah, they put that. It's the little. I used to take them when I was a kid, and I would use them as like tables for my action figures.
Yeah,
that's
what we did. Yeah,
but they put it in the middle so that the top of the box doesn't accidentally in transit stick to the pizza because the hot cheese would just adhere to the. Yeah,
man, look at that logic.
I gotta say, you could take a bunch of those like tables and make a little Toku display because they're always crushing plastic.
Exactly. When they're just like, throw the guy into it. That needs to happen. I think someone should get on that.
Okay.
You could do it for SODO. It'd probably be in scale with SODO.
Those... Yeah.
It'd be big. It would.
Be close.
You have to wash. They'd be greasy as shit. Though you got to wash them out. But yeah. So anyway, I don't know why this exists. So apparently these new weird stands are an exciting thing, and they're like to go along with it. We're gonna take the cab from Siege/Kingdom Ultra Magnus, repaint it as Optimus so he looks thick as fuck. And then we're gonna put him on the stand because obviously he's so rotund now that he can't stand under his own power. So we're gonna jam a stick.
So rotund. Are they not gonna give him any sort of backpack or anything? They're just using this crappy mod.
He transforms him. The cab looks terrible. Like I don't know. It's nothing I've ever asked for or wanted. So this is an easy skip. But
so no extra armor or anything. It's just
the cab. No, there's no trailer.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
they've also been doing this thing where they take like Studio Series figures and like paint them again slightly better, and they're like, "Look at this masterpiece stuff." And it's like, no, stop. Just put it away. Well, so anyway, this exists. This is weird.
Yeah. All right. Next up. Oh, Minimates still
These
exist.
Are neat. So like, I used to buy Minimates way back in the day, like when they first came out. Yeah. I loved them. And the reason, honestly, this is going to sound dumb. The reason I stopped buying them was because they started putting too much shit on them. Because, like, the draw for me was the giant circle head and the big blocky body. Like, they were fun.
Yeah.
And when they started putting, like, a rubbery armor piece on top, or they would put, like, a complete head piece on top. And I'm like, well, this is just like a goofy little action figure. This is not a mini-mate. Like, all the charm of the blockiness is gone because you've covered it all up. And this is suffering from this a little bit, like you can see. But at least with the Transformers, they're blocky to begin with. So I don't know. This is kind of making me want to get into them again just because these are pretty cool. And obviously I love Transformers. But they have a G.I. Joe set as well. And the G.I. Joe set doesn't have as much stuff. So it's just kind of like, the blocky dude with maybe like a bandolier and a gun. So I'm kind of like, that's kind of neat. So I don't know.
Are there going to be 2 4-packs?
I believe so. Because obviously you can see I think this was the first one over here in the top right. Yeah. And then these 4 are a new set that I believe was just shown off this weekend at NYCC.
Oh, wow.
Along with the G.I. Joe ones.
That's not bad.
Yeah, they're kind of neat. I mean, and the other thing is, I think it's only like $25 for a 4-pack. So I'm like, it's really not. It's like, $5-6 a figure. It's really not that big a deal.
Yeah, so, these are the price of Mission Fleet figures if you consider them like
kind of yeah. Once you take out all the extra backpacks and shit that these all have, but I bought. They did a Thundercat line of these a long time ago, and I bought all the ones I could find. But the thing that was dumb was the main 4 characters like Lion-O and Panthro and Mumra were in a set that was like SDCC exclusive. And then they're like, now we're going to do all the other characters as retail sets. And I'm like, but everyone wants the main 4 characters and you can't find them anywhere. So cool. I got Jaga and Wily kit over here, but that's not helping me. I want Lion-O. What the fuck are you doing this way? So
I
yeah.
remember they had TMNT for a while, but then they didn't release them normally. They turned them into keychains, and that's how you could.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was for the CGI turtles before the most recent iteration.
Oh, the movie one you mean, or the
No,
2004, the
Seth
2012
Green.
ones? Yeah. The Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
When I used to buy them, I used to buy the Marvel ones, and I used to buy the Marvel ones are the main ones that I bought, but I thought there was another line because it was like it was
had
back when they were
DC.
really basic. Like they hadn't done many different properties. Like right when I started to stop buying them, they were doing Star Trek and Lord of the Rings and Back to the Future, and they were really going crazy. And I was like, this is too much. When it was just like, oh, I could get a couple a week, and they weren't that expensive. You could go to Toys R Us and get like a 4-pack for $10. You know, it was back when they were reasonably priced. Good.
I first found them at like Tower Records, and I had a bunch of like the Marvel ones, but I know they did a bunch of DC ones with like actual Lego sets.
Yes,
like
yes,
Lego.
that was right at the end. So the first time I ever saw them, I came out of the Spider-Man ride at Universal, and I came right into the gift shop, and they were right there. That's how I first found them. And the only one they had was Green Goblin and Spider-Man, where he's like split in half, and it's half Spider-Man, half Peter Parker, because they used to like do that in the comic. And I was like, well, this is the only one they have, and Green Goblin's cool, so I'll get this. And then I went back like 2 days later because we were still there at the park, and they had Venom, and I was like, well, that's it. He's my favorite. I got to get him. And so then I started tracking them down. And then I remember when they did the DC ones because they had like, they created their own knockoff Legos. They were called like C2 or C3 or something weird. And it was like, here's the Batmobile, and it comes with Batman and the Joker. And I'm like, well, the minifigures look, the Minimates look cool. And I'm like, if he actually fits in the Batmobile, that's kind of neat. But then they started doing other like bigger sets, and I was just like, it's too much extra shit I don't want.
And now like they keep doing Marvel MCU stuff, which is really cool. But then like the only thing they ever do for DC is the Minimates, which is like vinyl recreations of what they would look like.
So they're like statues, basically.
Yeah,
that's a bummer.
Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't do as many. They did a lot of Marvel ones, like a lot.
They did, yeah.
I remember there was a set I bought with a DVD where it was like you got 4 Minimates in a DVD, and it was like CGI Minimates running around in a Marvel.
Was it the X-Men one?
Yeah, it was like Archangel and Magneto. Yeah. I guess it's probably right over there actually. But anyway, these are cool. Check them out. Minimates are a good time. They just kind of got too complicated in my opinion, but I still think they're fun.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna head out. I'm very
okay.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for joining us, Liz.
I also don't know anything about Transformers, but thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a strange night, so it was really nice to just interact with friends and thanks.
Absolutely. It's always Thank you so much for hanging out, and everyone make sure to watch her 200th episode next week. What time is it next week?
I don't know, probably around like 8 Central, somewhere around there.
Okay, so
depends on kid, if I can get a babysitter, yada yada. Look for around there.
And honestly, to our audience, if you have to miss our show, just go for it. Just go for Liz's show.
Yeah.
Liz's is way more important. When my stream's over, everybody comes hang out with you.
Right, yeah. If you have to be late to us, finish out Liz's, and then we'll be here probably doing something stupid, so don't just...
100%.
Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys. So.
Of course, you're always welcome.
I'll see y'all later. Bye, everyone.
See you.
Good night. Okay, you can go to the next one.
All right, cool.
This is me and Corey reminisce about Minimates.
Oh my god!
So I had to throw this in for several reasons. One, they know how to milk the shit out of a mold. This has got to be like the 15th Optimus Prime. There's been like regular Optimus Prime. Now his chest opens with the Matrix. Here's a dead Optimus Prime, the black and gray one. Now we got this. I'm just like, guys, we get it. I'm like, first of all, no one bought the other ones, but now whatever. Then I saw that candy cane striped gun, and I was like, I got it in the Santa hat. It's too good. So I'm, again, not going to buy this, but it's kind of a neat idea. But again, they're just milking the shit out of this. Yeah. And the thing is, if this was like $10, I would buy it as a joke. Just because the artwork on the card is great, and like the candy cane striped gun is hilarious to me. But I'm not paying $20 for this thing. Like, that's just crazy. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, the hat doesn't even look like it belongs on the art.
No, and not at all. And honestly, if they were $10 a piece, I would buy them as a joke and give them out to people, like my friends and shit, like for Christmas time. I absolutely would. You know what I mean? Because they're funny. But I'm just like, that's my problem with reaction figures. Like, I get it, because the thing is, I understand you're going for an aesthetic. You're mimicking the original Kenner Star Wars figures.
What aesthetic is this, though?
But what I'm talking about with the minimal articulation and everything. Yeah. Well, you can't sell a figure this basic for $20. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
That's where I have the problem with it. I understand what you're going for. I like what you're going for, but you can't charge that price for it. You just can't. I'm sorry. It's not reasonable. And I would buy a lot more of these because they used to be like back when Funko was making these, because the history with these is weird. Like when Reaction first happened, I'm pretty sure Funko was making them. Yeah, and then somehow they sold it or passed it off to Super 7 or however that works now. But yeah, so they're just too much. I don't know. But it made me laugh, so I want to throw it in here just to laugh at it.
That's fair. This definitely looks really funny.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Next one.
Hey, Shuki's here.
Oh yeah, is she in the waiting room?
No, I thought this was named Shoki.
Oh, you might be right. No. I don't know its name.
Oh, okay.
I don't know its name.
Well, what does it say? Do the Japanese on it?
Oh, that's fair.
Do the Japanese on it.
Trainbot Shuki. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Shuki's here.
Oh my God.
do the Japanese thing. So I'm so conflicted on these. Like, I want the Trainbots. I wanted the Trainbots for a long time. They're obviously a very obscure Japanese-only Gestalt team that was in Headmasters and never showed up again. And we obviously never got toys of them here. And I was really hoping with the way we got like the Seacons and some of those other like Gestalt teams on like Hasbro or Tucker or Tomy Mall or however they came out. Like the Seacons were Japanese only, but then Hasbro eventually imported them here so we could buy them. I was like, why can't you just give us Trainbots like that? Each one's, a Voyager, $30. I'll pay $200 for all 6 of them. Great. High five. This is like $200 a piece.
Yeah, so, you can pay $200 for one.
Right, exactly. And I mean, it looks good, sure, but like then they like showed it transform into the torso, and I'm like, that just looks off to me. I don't know. It's one of those things where I think the more of them they reveal, maybe it'll look better. But the other thing is, this is a Masterpiece figure, and Masterpiece has just been kind of pricing itself out for years now. Because I was reading through forums and stuff, and someone was like, well, I paid about the same price for Hound. And I'm like, yeah, I probably did. But the thing is, like, I buy these, and then I watch someone's video where, it breaks the first time I take it out of the box. And so then I'm like, now I'm scared to take mine out of the box, but I'm also not enjoying it. So it's like, do I take it out and break it or just leave it in the box? Either way, I'm not enjoying it. So it's like a lose-lose situation. Yeah. So I don't know. Now, for whatever reason, like the suggested price here is like almost $200, but I've seen a lot of places listed for closer to $150. Oh. So I threw a pre-order on HLJ because the nice thing about HLJ is they're not going to charge me until it comes out, which is like 8 months from now. So I was like, I'll throw a pre-order in just in case something happens or something more gets revealed and I change my mind and it's sold out everywhere. But I was like, I can always just cancel it. I think it says right here, June 2022. So I got time. Yeah. So, I mean, if it gets to the point where like it's May of next year and I'm kind of just like, I don't need this, then I'll just cancel it. But that way I have it if I change my mind. But they're so expensive. And
I feel like with Transformers, it's always mostly just a matter of time. It's not really like, because, I feel like this will just get made in retail eventually. Something.
I mean, I would like it to, absolutely. I would really, even if it was just like a HasLab, do a HasLab.
Sure, yeah.
Do a HasLab, make it like, $250 and do a normal Voyager sized, like they did for Devastator, like one of those, or like one of these, $200 boxes, Titan class they do every once in a while. I don't, because when they first announced it, like, oh, it's a Gestalt team and it's Masterpiece. I'm like, why? Why is that the route you choose to go with this? And the thing is, these are only like this tall. Like they're normal Voyager size, but instead of $30, they're $200. And I can't imagine, because the problem with the Masterpiece line, and I know I'm ranting and I've probably done this before, they're so convoluted now, and maybe this one won't be as bad, but when they were trying to really make them look like exactly like they appeared in the cartoon, they had to like over-engineer these to the point that you had so many tiny little pieces. That's why they were all snapping apart, because to make it actually work. Because the thing is, what they drew on the cartoon back in the 80s, it wasn't possible to make that into the card. Like that's why they didn't look the same then. They shouldn't look the same now. So like this one might not be as over-engineered because the animation models are not. Do you know what I mean? Like there's not as much, they're not as beloved, they're not as much exposure. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I was just really bummed to see the price of these things, because even if they were like $80 a piece, I feel like I could swing it more. But 180 is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Toku Chris brought up a good point. He's like, just buy it, sit on it for 2 years, and then sell it for 3 times the price. I'm like, that is an option as well. So maybe I'll do that.
I mean, Chris, I'm sure you're coming around on some of those unopened masterpieces.
I'm honestly considering it. Like I have like Beast Wars Megatron that I paid like $250 for, and I've never opened it. And I'm just like, why do I have this thing?
Yeah, exactly. Genuinely, unless you sell it, it is sort of a waste of money. You're not enjoying it at all.
I'm really not. No, like I'm honestly now that I have the Kingdom one, I'm like, that's good enough. It was $50. It was fun. I can transform it back and forth without fear of breaking it.
That's another reason why I'm like, it's really only a matter of time. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like eventually it happens.
And I mean that thing looks beautiful, but like the number of people that were like, let's pull this, but that snapped off. Like it's astronomical. So I'm just like, yeah. Honestly, I think it will probably just get to the point where like in a year or so, I'm just like, maybe it's just time to sell these. Actually, apparently I should sell it now because I have to pay taxes on it next year if I sell it. So.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. I should go find out what they're going for on eBay.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's this guy. Let's move on to something different.
Here's the one you were looking for. Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's the Marvel Legends logo.
That's the thing I said. That's exactly what I'm like. This looks like the old Marvel Legends, like before they, like, remember when they used to do them like as a bubble on card, like when they first took them over from Toy Biz?
Yeah.
That's what that. I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, Marvel Legends. That's exactly what that looks like. Like, remember when the guy, I think his name's, is it Ryan? One of the 3 guys. When he did the reveal with the weird tongs, and he was here's the base with the old logo on it. Like, that was this. That was exactly that.
Wait,
it just says Transformers Legacy.
Who put their email? Why are you shilling your
We don't
email?
know. They work at Family Dollar, apparently. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's very strange that this is...
I don't know why the Family Dollar email is on
it. It has real, the Geek Cauldron vibes to it.
And the funny thing is, like, I've gotten so trained that when I see this, my brain just filters that out. So like I can tell that they've stamped something on there, and I just look past it. I'm like looking at the toy and I'm reading the description. So I didn't even see, like I knew something was there, but like my brain tuned it out.
Yeah,
and then
I totally agree.
Shuki tweeted like, "Why the fuck is this at FamilyDollar.com?" And I went back and looked at it. I'm like, "Oh my god, I missed something hilarious!" Like, did this leak from Family Dollar? I don't know. I don't know why this. That's why I'm like, well, the thing is like. You know how like Dollar General and Family Dollar, they're not, I think they started out as dollar stores and now they're just like Five Belows and shit. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of sell whatever. Like they're not all dollar stores anymore. Dollar Tree, I feel like, is like the last real dollar store, and even they're starting to have stuff that's a couple dollars more. So
I've never been inside a Family Dollar, so I didn't know what they sold.
I don't know. No,
I thought it was just Dollar Tree, but again,
I thought they sold families for $1. So
Dollar Tree again, Dollar Shrub. No, I've been to. I think
Dollar Vegetation.
I think I've been to Family Dollar once or twice because when I used to go to the shore, there was a shopping center. Like my mom would be like, "I need to go to the grocery store," and at the other end of the grocery store would be a Family Dollar, and they'd have toys in there, but it was usually like shit you didn't want.
My hometown had 3 Family Dollars in it.
Oh
damn!
We didn't have a Walmart growing up. But we had Family Dollar.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like Family Dollar, Big Lots, like all that kind of shit is kind of the same to me. I've never been to a Dollar General, so I don't know if that's like a dollar store or not.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Same as Dollar
General. They look exactly the same.
Okay.
Is it like a Hardee's Carl's Jr. situation?
Maybe.
Okay.
It might be. But anyway, so yeah, this guy, exists, and
Metroplex. I'm
yeah.
not buying it, but I'm happy about it.
I'm not. This is a waste of a slot for something that could have been good. I mean, at least they've done most of the big train. Honestly, I think at this point they're just like, we don't know what other big ones to do. We've done all the big ones. I was like, do real Metroplex again because I need that. I missed out on that, and that was 10 years ago.
I heard floating around that most people, if they wanted to do a large scale Unicron trilogy figure, they could have gone with Tidal Wave instead.
See, Tidal Wave I would have been more interested in because one, I like that character more. Two, the other one was fairly, like, not small, but like when you took them apart into the little ships and everything, the ships were small. If you did one where he was this big, you could have some decent sized ships that maybe you could have some fun with, Micromasters or other things like that could actually be compatible, you know, make play sets out of them or something could be neat. I just don't. I mean, I have the original one. It was fine. Do I need a second one? I can't imagine why. Especially, like, it looks very similar to the original one. I mean, we'll wait and see, because obviously this is not the best picture. And, whenever Tauntaun steals one out of a factory and I can actually watch the video on it, like, I'll give it an honest shot. And I'm not gonna write it off, oh, I'm never going to buy this, because I don't know. But
yeah.
I'll just say right now, I'm not super excited about this. I'll say that, because that's true. Like, this would not have been on my pick of things that I, top of my list in any regard.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm in the perfect spot to have the nostalgia for this, because like I never bought any of the larger scale ones. I always had Legends class, but I did end up getting the little pamphlets that like showed off all of them.
Oh,
and
sure.
Metroplex was one of the biggest ones, and I always carried that around with me because I was drawing them.
Honestly, I feel like the original one was in the $50 scale. Like, it was a leader class like anything else. And the cool thing about him was he had his like squat mode where like you kind of had like the legs kind of double down. And I really liked his little fat squat mode. I don't know why. I just really liked it. And then you could like, de-accordion him out. And so he was really tall. I mean, for a leader class, he was big and he had that big staff. And it was neat, it was neat having two different robot modes. But then the vehicle mode was literally like, let me put my hands down like this, and there I'm transformed. Like, it was literally like someone bending over. Like, his alt mode is him in doggy style. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. He's just bent down like that, and that's his alt mode. And I'm like, this is not an alt mode. This is just a guy who fell over and happens to have tank treads on his knees. This is not an alt mode. Like, I don't know what this is. So
I found myself on my hands and knees a lot, so I just put tank treads there.
Yeah, it's basically just like, oh no, I'm stuck in the washing machine. Get out of there, Metroplex. Anyway, so yeah, like I like that he has the two robot modes, but the alt mode was never that great. And I don't really see how they're going to improve on it with this, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm just not super excited for this.
I think it's neat.
We'll see. Plus, it's going to be $190. That's crazy.
I mean, you could. Would you rather have this, or would you rather have this for the same amount?
I mean, that's the thing. That's crazy that they are the same amount. Just first of all, because he's this big, and this guy's probably going to be this big. Now, the only thing I will say, if they find a way to give him some kind of base mode, that could turn it around for me, because I'm a sucker for play sets for smaller Transformers. So if they can come up with something where he's got like a legitimate base mode and it doesn't suck, that could swing me over to. But as of right now, if it's just the two robots in the vehicle, meh.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, cool. Next up.
Hey, look at this!
I saw in the itinerary you had put notable YouTuber is on TFW 2005, and I was like, wait, why is this news? Who is? Oh shit! And then I laughed for a good 5 minutes.
So I didn't even realize this. Shoot pointed it out to me. She was like, "Do you see that you're on the front page?" And I was like, "I do not. Let's look at that." So they just
awesome.
they put up my review, because I guess I was like the first one to get this, and I was surprised because someone on Twitter was like, "Hey, Hasbro Toy Shop eBay store has this," and I'm like, "Well, fuck, let's do that." So I just bought it and got here in like 2 days. So I just reviewed it right away, and then
it's so random what stores are having what now. Like,
yeah, that's a thing. And the other thing I've noticed is like, like I said, Tauntaun is out there stealing everything from Kingdom and the studio series out of the factory, but no one in Asia gives a shit about Cyberverse. So I'm like, sweet. Apparently that's where all the views are because I'm the only person who still cares about Cyberverse.
I saw that last night Pulse finally put up Wave 4 of Kingdom.
Yeah. Like well, the thing was, so with Kingdom, some people have been finding it. I think they're just the 2 deluxes. I think Black Panther, not Black Panther. What is that? The Black Cheeto repaint. There's the next crossover. They're just going to take that and give it Panther Claws and call it Black Panther. But it's called something like that, like Dark Panther or something Panther. I don't know what it is. It's something like that. It's a Black Cheeto repaint. And Waspinator are the 2 deluxes. Actually, I think Pipes is in there too, but no one's found. I think they're only finding those 2. And then some people had them pre-ordered on Amazon, and they're all like, "Sweet, these are supposed to come out next week." And then every single one of them, Amazon was like, "JK, it's next year sometime." So I think a lot of people thought that this was happening soon, and it's not really, and that's why Hasbro has just kind of put them up. I don't know. I think they're set on Hasbro Pulse for like towards the end of the year, like sometime in November. I'm not 100% sure.
I think because I looked because I was curious because I know that people like obviously I don't care about them, but like people I know were finding them and like we had talked about them before.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do they have them for? Because Pulse's release dates are completely ridiculous right now, and they had them for November 15th. I'm like,
okay, that's what I thought. Shadow Panther. Thank you, Fies.
Yeah, because I don't even know if you saw last night, if anyone cared, but like A Squad Yellow went up in stock on Dorkside Toys at like midnight. So that happened.
I did see that, but I was like, I could not wait more for those. I do not care.
Fair.
I don't have anywhere to put them, and I don't have the money to buy them, so they can take as long as they want.
And besides, A Squad Yellow's the only one who we don't have the B Squad member to fight yet. So.
That's true. That is true. But anyway, so I threw this in as a joke. This was mostly just to make you.
No, but still cool that you.
I mean,
this is really cool.
Anytime like them or Allspark or Toku Nation throws me up, I'm just like, hooray, I've made it. And then YouTube's views are like, no, you haven't. I'm like, you're right.
But like for as much plugging as Josh and I were able to do today, you deservedly.
Go watch all my shit. It costs you nothing and it allows me to buy more toys. Please go do it.
All right. Next up. Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel.
There's some What If spoilers ahead.
So if you haven't seen What If,
I didn't see it yet. So.
Oh, there goes Aerosol. Okay, good. Yeah. So if you don't, we're giving you plenty of warning.
Yeah, I figured I would give us the slide. I would give a warning. So.
I'm gonna take out my headphones. Someone send a Raven.
Will do.
Yeah.
You haven't watched it yet?
I haven't. No, my friend and I haven't gotten to it.
The fuck have you been
doing? All right, Chris. I guess it's just you and me then.
This is what happens when you rely on someone else to watch your shit.
Yeah. So speaking of fucking Target exclusives,
but it's not even red.
Yeah, you're right. This is like perfect for like Walmart or something.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This absolutely should have been Walmart. So basically, if you've watched the most recent episode, they grab Peggy right when she's reenacting the opening to Winter Soldier, which is an amazing sequence, But so she's wearing the kind of what they called it, I guess the stealth suit. That's what they called it.
That's what like Caps was called when he.
Yeah, because they did a Marvel Legend for that too. I have it. It looks.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, hey, we've got this Peggy mold we made. Why don't we just do the perfect double dip? So of course,
like his like Winter Soldier suit's like one of my favorite MCU suits. It looks so good.
And I don't know why, but this doesn't work as well for her. And I don't know why. I think maybe it's because the British flag is supposed to have the red, and that's why it doesn't pop. I don't know.
I think it's because, and that's probably why Hasbro did it so easily and so quickly, is the fact that I think it's literally just a repaint. I don't think
it's a depaint because it's just...
That's true. It's a depaint, yeah.
It's just the figure you already had. They just removed some paint apps.
Yeah, they removed paint and they removed the Build-A-Figure.
Plus, the other thing is with his suit, like he has the big star, then he's got the stripes in his abdomen, but that suit was like completely different. He just has the little star with the 2 stripes, and the rest of it's all. So it felt more different than his normal suit. Whereas this is just exactly her suit, but with no red on it.
No, you're
So
right, for sure.
I don't think it looks terrible. I probably won't bother with it.
Yeah. I guess it's just that, like, I get it because Hasbro's going to want to reuse the mold. Like, yes,
Sure.
this makes sense. But, like, especially with the more recent episodes of What If, there's so many other figures I really want to see Hasbro do that I'm sure that they will. But, like, whenever they announce Infinite Ultron, I'm buying
of course,
that.
yeah.
I think that's so cool.
Because we saw that back in the day, and we thought it was Vision. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is Vision in this suit of armor? I don't care. It looks cool. And now we know the story behind it. And I'm just like, oh, well, now I definitely.
Yeah,
as long as you make sure you put the stones on it.
I'm so afraid that's going to be like a Build-A-Figure or something. I just want to buy it.
It could, but I feel like there's not much else to do from What If. I feel like they've really.
I mean, because you could do. I mean, I guess it's mainly the main characters of the episodes they didn't do, like Party Thor and Killmonger. Stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah, but don't you feel like Killmonger in the suit just looks like MCU Killmonger? Like,
yeah, I mean, pretty much.
That different.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought Party Thor, like, I thought when you take his beard away, he looks so much goofier because, like, his big chin and everything. Like, I don't know. I definitely prefer Thor to have some kind of facial hair. It just makes him even out a little bit. He doesn't look so.
Because I mean, they could do that, like post-apocalyptic. Popular. I can't fucking talk. Like
they could do Hawkeye with the metal arm.
Yeah.
They could.
And the Black Widow from that world too.
Yeah, because she had like her belt as a bandolier, so I was like slightly different.
She had like Red Guardian's shield and stuff. You can give her.
Yeah, if you gave her Red Guardian, that could be cool. Yeah.
So I mean, there's still a couple more things.
But it would be really milking it. There's a couple.
It would pretty much just be from like the finale or the last two episodes.
Yeah.
But,
just give us the figure. Just
they could. They can do
even
that
if they do it. They could do it as like a $30 one and just make him huge. I'd be down for that.
Yeah. They could do that Gamora with the Thanos armor. So,
that's true. That should happen. That is true. I forgot.
Although that might happen because that was supposed to be its own episode. That Iron Man and Gamora thing.
Yeah, I saw that because they did a Lego set for it, and I was like, "What is this?"
Because What If was supposed to be 10 episodes and not 9.
Oh, why did they kick out the one?
So I was reading. I don't know how this happened, but that one like didn't get finished in time.
Okay. So just production issue.
They're bumping that one to season 2.
Okay.
So the Iron Man Gamora thing is still going to happen, but it's just kind of awkward that like we see them in the finale.
Yeah.
And, like, we don't know what happened.
They're like, hey, it's you guys. Do we know you? Sure, from the time you didn't see. Great, come with us. There you go.
Right. So, but yeah,
because I remember seeing the Lego set of that armor for Tony, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
When is this going to show up?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that's long enough about this. We can.
Are you running this or is he running this?
He's running this, but I'll send a Raven.
Just tell him to advance the slide without looking at it. Although he's probably seen this, he probably doesn't care.
Yeah.
Was there anything else, or was it just this one?
It was just this, but since I know it was only in the finale.
Yeah, it was in the finale. Yeah.
Didn't want to just bombard people with it. So.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Did you see it?
I caught a glimpse, but.
It's not really much of a spoiler, dude.
Yeah, I've seen the thing. I was really just sort of trying to not.
Yeah, like you don't want to hear our.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So a bunch of Nintendo shit happened.
I guess Hasbro thought that 2 days after the finale was good enough for them to start doing spoiler stuff.
Yeah.
Because like that was an official reveal like today. That wasn't like a leaked thing or anything. So.
No, I think they gave it to some. I think they gave it to some YouTuber. I got to get on their list, man. I don't really review Marvel Legends, but I'm like, if you just want me to make a video about some shit, they're giving it to like anyone with a pulse. You don't even have to have a following. Like, I'm like the last 3 guys who revealed shit. I'm like, I'm bigger than these guys, and I'm just not saying anything. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Yeah,
he's here.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Nintendo!
Nintendo stuffs.
Yeah. Hold on. You got the worst image of this you could possibly find.
Yes.
This is so great.
It's what I do.
So it finally happened.
Yes.
He's in Smash, so you can all
shut the
fuck up about it. Goku and Master Chief have entered the Smash. But this is cool. I mean, honestly, just for the music it brings, I'm excited because
I mean
there's like 10 songs they're bringing over from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh wow!
The legal loopholes that this takes to happen is just impressive in of itself.
Wait, what? So what? I'm not privy to those.
So obviously,
just
Kingdom
to get
Hearts,
clearance from Disney. I mean, you can imagine.
Sure.
Well, because also because Square Enix is the one who makes the games,
Yeah.
so like you have to get them on board, and then I think.
But they're already giving some Final Fantasy VII characters,
That's
so
true.
I can't imagine that was too hard.
Because I think I think Disney owns the character, and then I think Square Enix owns the games, something like that. Like, it's a whole nightmare about like who owns what, who is allowed to say yes to this or whatever. Yeah. So,
were you gonna say something, Aerosol? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was gonna say exactly what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then credit Aerosol for saying it. But yeah, like, so I think it's neat. I mean, and honestly, they went all out because, like, usually with the player 1, player 2, it's just like a slight repaint, but they're like, no, fuck you. Here's the suit from the second one. Here's the suit from the third one. Here's a suit from Dream Drop Distance because we just pulled that one out of our ass. So that's really cool. And I think the fifth one is the Toon Sora from that one level in Kingdom Hearts 2 where he goes back to Steamboat Willie. Yeah, it's really, they went all out for this.
I was going to say they could easily have done an Echo Fighter of Roxas too.
Yeah, Roxas, or even like Dark Sora, because I think that happened at some point, didn't it? Didn't he have to fight like a shadow version of himself or something?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that's what I expected, because that's like the easy way out. You know what I mean? But they were like, no, man, this is like, 6 Smash games in the making since you guys have wanted this. So like, we're going all out. So like, I'll definitely pick this up. I don't think I bought anyone from this pass because it's only 2, right? There was the first 5 and then there's 6.
Yep.
So I definitely have the first one because I bought that for Banjo-Kazooie. And then this one has like
whatever.
Yeah, the pass. Yeah. So I'll probably just get the whole pass because I definitely want him. I definitely want Sephiroth.
You definitely need Steve. He's the greatest character.
I could not give a shit less about Steve.
God. Steve.
You millennials in your Minecraft. I played Minecraft back in the 80s when it was called Legos. It's great.
Everyone was so excited for like Sora and like Sephiroth and stuff. But like once Steve got in the game, that's all I needed. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Anything you wanted.
You love it and it's here for you, and that's fine. I don't begrudge that it exists. That's not for me, but that's great. You're excited. I'm just telling you, I could not.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Who else is in it? There's somebody else.
It's Min Min.
That's cool. I think she's cool to throw someone in there from that game that went nowhere. Right. But the designs were cool.
Pyra Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles.
I have no idea who that is.
And Kazuya from Tekken.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I would like him too. So yeah, so I mean, it's 4 out of 6. That's pretty decent. So I'll probably grab that.
And you get an exclusive Mii costume if you buy the Fighter's Pass. So.
Oh, well then there you go. Even more reason to. And that's like in a month or so. It's like mid-November or something, right? Isn't it? The Sora. When Sora happens.
He comes out on the 18th
of this month.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well then that's even sooner.
I saw.
But yeah, it was neat. I just thought it was cool.
I saw a handful of my friends who were really pulling for Waluigi get really sad this day.
There was like a big contingent of people that were like, okay, look, here's what's going to happen. They're just going to give us Waluigi because he should have been there all along. And then they'll have like the big reveal for Sora. And I'm like, whatever you guys have to tell yourself, I don't know why you got such a hard-on for Waluigi, but like, it's not happening. They're like, but it's Mario and Luigi and Wario and Princess and Daisy and Rosalina. Why isn't Waluigi there? I'm like, because they hate him. I don't know what to tell you. He's just not coming. It's not happening. I don't know why
it's
you
true.
like him.
They
so
don't
much.
like him.
They don't like him.
Dude, because it's the worst name ever. They're like, well, look, obviously M, flip it upside down, it's a W. That worked out perfect. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That just fucking worked.
Well, yeah, Wombo.
We took the L and then it became like a backwards 7. So I don't know what to do with that. So
I don't know. Part of me
sorry.
thinks it's sort of like giving Lightning Collection figures to what is it? 6 out of the 7 main MMPR suits, and then the last one only gets a Retromorphin figure.
I mean, honestly, they should have just like the closest thing to that is like an F. So it should have just been like Fuigi or something. It's the closest they could do with the upside down L. I don't know what to tell you. Well, it's like Waluigi.
You can do a 7.
No, it doesn't work. I mean, I love the design is fine, but like Waluigi, no, that's terrible.
I was personally hoping that the final character is going to be Chris Pratt Mario. I think that
yes, of course. Finally.
Oh my god! Like he'll look so much more HD than anybody else.
They probably do. They have design. They don't even have designs for that shit yet, do they?
That would be the reveal. They reveal.
Oh,
the
that I
design.
see. It's like a twofer.
It's not
Okay.
even. It's not like a character model. It's literally Chris
It's just
Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
It is just Chris Pratt.
It's a photorealistic likeness of Chris Pratt in the game, just doing the bad Italian accent, like he's workshopping the accent while you're fighting with him. He's like,
and all
it's
his
me.
taunts,
Ooh, I don't like that one. Okay, but it's Mario. No, I didn't really. Okay.
all his taunts will be like, "I'm from Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
from Parks and Rec."
I'm from Parks and Rec. It's me, Andy. Yeah, so I don't know, but I think this was definitely pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I know a lot of people were pulling for Goku too. I was like, I just don't see that.
Like that was the big meme.
Yeah, I'm like, that's too far removed. Like Bandai Namco is not gonna. Well, they Pac-Man though, don't they?
Well, no, they said they wanted it to be primarily video game only characters.
Yeah, I think that's what Sakura. That's always been like his rule.
That does make sense. I mean, Sora exists from a video game. Like he was a character specifically created for this video game, whereas obviously Goku is just an anime character. But I mean, Master Chief would fit in that as well. You could do.
Oh yeah, I know people really wanted him too. Yeah, especially since Microsoft is already on board. So
yeah, I'm just honestly like if I had to go ahead.
Wasn't Fortnite doing something where they wanted? They got Master Chief. They got some other friend.
What's it, the God of War dude?
Kratos?
Yeah, probably something like that. But
He's
then
in there, yeah.
they were also about to get we've learned from the lawsuit that Metroid was going to be there to like represent all three in the.
Or at least they were going to try for it or something. Yeah,
people have been rumoring Samus, like especially during the Bounty Hunter season, like would have made perfect sense.
Yeah.
And she's been a rumor for a long time. I don't know. I don't see Mario. I don't see Nintendo. They're so weird about their IPs and shit. They don't really collab a lot, so it would not surprise me if they wouldn't lend.
I mean, they have like Nintendo branded items in the game already. Didn't they release like special edition items into Fortnite when it came out on the Switch? And obviously they have like Fortnite Switch controllers. So
that's true.
That's true.
I have all
Fortnite
being on the console.
But see, that's the thing. They're like, come to me. It's the same thing with Smash. You know, what an honor it is for your thing to be in my game. Don't come over here. Can you come back the other way? No, you can come to us, but no, I'm not.
I mean, also, I can kind of see a little bit where they're coming from. Obviously, it's stupid, but like I was overhearing this kid in the toy aisle being like, "Oh, hey, I want Snake Eyes. I play him in Fortnite." Like, oh, I guess that is how you would engage with that media, huh?
the executives are like, "It's working.
It's working. It's working." But yeah, like. It's just like don't get me wrong, I would fucking love it. Like put her in the battle pass, and then all her different variations can be like, various suit, the gravity suit, the Phazon suit, whatever other suit you want to do. Like that would be the best way to do it. But I don't think it'll ever happen. But I would love it. It's been rumored for quite some time. But.
I mean, they could have made it. They could have wanted like a better deal than just showing up in the shop. Maybe they did want something a little more prolonged like that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I
don't know. I don't presume to know. I don't know.
Ron Crane says, "Give it 5 years. Disney is going to own Nintendo." Maybe. Don't know.
I mean, genuinely, I feel like
Pikachu is a Disney princess confirmed. Yeah, we'll see. So, what's next? I don't even know what's the.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So they're bringing the games to Switch. That's all.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, this is confusing. So basically, from what I understand, the whole 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, it's just them collecting like the other games from the handheld systems.
What?
And they're HD, and it's like all of the games that were on Nintendo consoles or PSP consoles or whatever else.
Yeah. What's the one that was on PSP? Birth by Sleep or something?
I think it might have been that one.
There's so many.
I took a
There's,
nap.
there's also the
Like you can just take
recoded
3
one that was
random
for
words and it's
mobile
probably
only.
the name of a Kingdom Hearts game. Like it's not even. I'm not even lying. You're
Like
Birth
three,
by Sleep, that's
yeah,
the
like
best. No, it's a game.
365 over 2 days.
Right. What does that even mean? And people are like, "Oh, you mean like 365 halves?" They're like, "No, that's not how you say it." We're like, "We don't know what it is because you won't tell us." But yeah, so
You're writing in English, but you're not speaking the same language.
Maybe
I just
I'm
love
wrong.
how, like 3 is so straightforward, and the other
Yeah.
ones are so complicated.
It's true, yeah. But that's the thing. Like, so 1.5 is Ron Crane is saying is supposed to be a director's cut, and there are some of the like 3DS games where like you can't actually play the game, but they give you like a story breakdown. It's almost like a little video you can watch.
Turn it
just
into like a movie sort of.
yeah, just like you can fill
Oh.
it in, which is kind of neat. So
It's
I
crazy
think
that they've kept a cohesive timeline of all that crap. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
because I
Cohesive.
wanted to play
Yeah.
these games again, and I was like, well, I don't really feel like getting out the PS2, so I bought the 1.5, 2.5 for PS4. It was like $30. I was like, great, now I can go through and just play through these again. And I played through like half the first one, and I was like, this is more difficult than I remember. Like not difficult, but like involved, because it like gets to a point where you have to like just stop and grind a bunch before you can like keep going. And I was like, fuck this, I'm done with this. So I never played the second one again. But they're good games. Like I always liked them. I don't think I'll buy them again on Switch, but
yeah, because I saw people were upset that these are just cloud gaming versions.
So you can't. There's no physical copy.
There's no physical copies, and they're not even like digital copies.
It's not even a digital download.
Yeah,
you play it via cloud. They've been trying to do that since the Switch launched, but they mostly contained it to Japan for a while.
Yeah,
and it's started to work its way.
So you're just buying access. It's like the online virtual games, basically.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Stadia, but
yes,
it is effectively that.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on, I think, what they cost. That's probably going to make or break it. Because the thing is, if I'm just paying for like access to play it,
because they're too big of a game to like be on the.
I mean, that makes sense.
Like that.
But,
so
yeah.
My friend was telling me that like he really liked Stadia when it was going. Like people were giving it a lot of shit, but it really worked out.
I mean, if you have a good enough internet connection for it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. If you download it, like you're on an airplane or something, you can't play it. But like if I just downloaded Metroid today, I can play that without an internet connection. So
right.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, here's the thing. If you like Kingdom Hearts, you probably have these already on your PS4 or PS3 or whatever the hell other systems. So I mean, I'll be honest with you. Spider-Man and Kingdom Hearts 3 were the two reasons I bought the PS4. I didn't really give a shit about most other things. I've gotten other games since then, but I was like, I'm not buying a PS4 until Kingdom Hearts 3 is announced. And then they're like, oh, also this Spider-Man game's coming out around the same time. I'm like, well, that's it. I picked the best time. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, I saw Peacemaker talk about Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. That's a big thing in like the Twitch community right now, all the randomizers and everything. And I've seen a lot of people doing that. Yeah, basically. So the first one I ever saw was Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and how it works is like you start the game and like you're playing through the game like normal, but like say the first chest would have like your lantern. Well, now it has like rubies, and so you just go around the map, and anywhere there's a chest, it can be anything. So like maybe you would play through the game and this would be somewhere where you would go get bombs, or this would be somewhere where you'd go get rupees. Well, this could be like the main item from the 6th dungeon, just in the chest that was rubies before.
It shuffles all the items around, so that way you have to kind of like puzzle solve your way through the whole game.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I need the item for this, but it's not where it is normally, so I gotta like check out these other areas to see if it's there. And,
yeah, because I'll watch it on
miss
like
a chest somewhere.
I'll watch it on like Games Done Quick a lot, where they have races because they're like, okay, well, I can go to this village that has 10 checks, and that just means there's 10 chests in the village I know where to find, and maybe that'll have some good shit. If I don't find anything good there, then I know I'm supposed to go to this place because it's got 7 checks. And so it just becomes like a strategy puzzle game like Aerosol said, which is kind of neat. But that was like the Zelda was like where I first saw people like develop it, but it has blown up. And now it's like, N64 games, PS2 games. I'm like, how are these people so talented? They're like hacking these like fairly complicated games to randomize this shit. It's pretty impressive. I've also seen things where like you know, like there's the one room at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 where you have to like battle some of the bosses, and they just use that as like the hub, and then you just go into like the different doors for the levels, and they know to go check the chests, and it's all the same kind of shit. So it's crazy. I mean, it's a huge community for that, and that's awesome. And I give those guys all the credit in the world because that's some crazy ass coding shit to make that happen. So that's fucking awesome. But if you want to just play the regular versions on Switch, here you go. So
yeah. Speaking of Twitch, by the way, I feel like we should probably say something about this.
Oh yeah, so that
password.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's. I mean, we don't need to go too in depth because you know. But
well, that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, if someone wants to try to steal the $50 that Twitch won't pay me because I haven't hit the threshold yet, be my guest.
But at least someone will have the money.
Yeah. But I was like, fuck it. So like they recommended changing your password. If you don't have 2-factor authentication, you should enable it. If you do have it, you should turn it off and then turn it back on again, because there's like a piece that Twitch holds, and then when your when your piece comes in, they link. So if they stole the piece that Twitch has, you want to turn it off and turn it back on again, so that resets. Right. And then also there's something called a stream key, which you can go in and just hit a button that says reset, and it'll do that. So that's different as well.
Okay, I should probably do that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing, I mean, here's the thing. That guy stole all that shit. If you're like a no-name person on Twitch like we are, I don't think they're coming for you. I don't really. But it takes 10 seconds to change your password. You might as well just do it.
And the thing is, like, if you are one of those people that do have your password the same across multiple things,
that's true.
That could.
Yeah, that's true.
So
if you're someone who uses the same password for everything, then you should change it on whatever else had the same password.
Yeah.
Because that's how my Twitter got hacked once. I think someone got into my iTunes, I think, and I had my iTunes, and at the time my iTunes and my email, my Twitter were all the same thing. I've since changed all of them to different things. But that's how because all of a sudden I started getting notifications were like, hey, dude, your Twitter just sent out like 15,000 tweets about Ray-Ban sunglasses and tagged every single person that you follow. And I'm like, awesome. So that was an afternoon just going through and deleting every single one of those.
Hey, man, hey, you got more sponsorships than you normally do. That's really cool.
I was like, at least they didn't lock me out, because they could have changed the password.
Yeah.
They just blanketed out all these Ray-Ban signs. So I was like, once I changed my password and then just delete all these tweets, I was back up and running. But that was it. But yeah, like I said, I don't think they're coming for you. But the funniest thing for me was like all the lists that came out of everyone's money. And I was just like, I know. People are making millions of dollars a year at Twitch. I'm so jealous. This is not fair. And then I was just like, I mean, and I was talking about it with Eric too. I was just like, I see these people who like competitively play like Fortnite and shit like that. And I'm just like, I could play 12 hours a day, Fortnite, nothing else, no other job, and I would never get as good as those people. I don't know. I don't have that part of my brain that reacts that fast or knows the controls that fast or whatever it is. I couldn't do it. Like, no matter how much effort sometimes I feel like the more I play, the worse I get, which is not how it's
also, genuinely, I feel like you'd end up hating yourself a lot more.
Well, that's the other thing. I think when you make your hobby into work like that, you end up hating it. I would assume. So, like, I mean, there are days when I'm just like, I don't feel like doing a video today, but I should. You know, the algorithm will fuck me over. So I'm just like, and that's just like, you know, an hour a day. I can't imagine what these people do. So I don't know. But dude, I like a world where I could wake up, make a video, and then play Fortnite for 3 hours, and that would be my life. That would be my job. I'm like, that would be the best thing. Because I was saying to Eric, I was like, these people are over here making like $2-3 million a year. If I could make $75,000 a year, I would be ecstatic, because that's what I would be like. I could have a decent sized house. You know, that would be my only job. I wouldn't need another income. I could buy toys still. Like that. I don't want to make millions of dollars. I want to make like $100,000. I feel like it's a reasonable goal. Still nowhere on the horizon, but it's fine.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So
anyway, that was our
your Twitch
discussion.
Yeah.
Yes. We love our tangents.
Hey, Corey.
This is for this is for
check
Josh.
your DMs.
Check my DMs.
Uh-oh. Josh is sliding into your DMs.
Okay. Is everything okay?
It's the Yudo 2 case breakdown.
Fuck.
Oh, can I get Yudo 1?
No, is it?
Oh, Yudo. No, I'm sorry.
It's almost perfect.
Who do they give you more than one of the? Hold on, let me guess.
It's actually a pretty good breakdown.
No,
You get an extra Zenkaiser that you don't need.
Yeah, that's it. That's great. This is good.
Do you get 2 full sets out of it though?
No.
No.
You get.
I mean,
because it's. He was like, huh? It's like Tim Allen from Tool Time.
Basically,
huh?
you get as many 2 Kaisers as you need.
No, you don't.
No,
you need 4 2 Kaisers because there's base form and then 3 armors.
Okay, yeah. For some reason,
true.
I thought 6 was
basically if they would have taken the second trooper
right
and made it another 2 Kaiser, you would have had a perfect wait.
No. You take out the big robot man first. Oh no, he is 2 boxes.
No, he's 2 boxes. You need that.
Hold on, I just saved this for you. You buy the Change Hero series of 2 Kaiser.
No, yeah, you're right.
If you already have it, then that's 1. You can put that in whatever configuration you want, and then
that's
do
what
the
I'll
other
do.
3.
That's what I'll do because the Shinken and Oren forms look more accurate in the Yudo.
Yeah.
So I'll make 2
I was like,
just
just give him a different gun because his gun's terrible in the
right,
Change
and then
Hero
obviously
series.
the Super 2 Kaiser's only in the Yudo, not in the Change Hero. So
so just get your Change Hero 2 Kaiser and leave him as
and it's
2 Kaiser.
It's cool getting 2 of the troopers. It's nice to have
I agree.
So like this set is perfectly good. I like this breakdown.
How many are in the box?
12.
Okay.
So you get 1 complete Super Zenkaiser. You get 3 2 Kaisers, 1 Shinken armor, 1 Oren armor, 1 Super 2 Kaiser armor, 2 of the foot soldiers, Stay Caesar and Zenkai Red.
Are Stay Caesar and Zenkai Red 1 box each?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Damn, I still can't believe Zenkai Red is here.
Yeah,
I know.
Cool.
It's so strange to me.
It's incredible. It really is.
Like
Josh said, I think he's going to pop back up on the show.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine.
I think he's there because he's going to come back. I think they're not done with him. That's why they're bringing him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Josh, here's your Amiibo.
Yeah, so
they made 1 mold and 2 big.
They did.
They painted it. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've never collected any Amiibos, but the Steve one will most certainly be my first and probably only one. I am definitely getting.
You're not going to get Alex?
I mean, I might if we do what the next slide is. They're doing a 2-pack as well.
Just get the 2-pack.
If you want to do that, you can.
I just think it's funny because there's a girl at my work named Alex who kind of looks like this, and it just makes me laugh because I don't know anything about these characters. Like I know who Steve is because he's like the poster child, but they're like, there's also Alex, and I'm like, I know her. She works at my job.
It is a different mold because
works
Alex.
at my job.
It is actually a different mold because Alex is the female.
The thinner arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly thinner arms. It looks like.
That's why Alex is even in the game in the first place. It's just the female, like.
But body. I just thought it was funny when he was like, "Here's the Steve Amiibo. It is so Steve, and here's the Alex one. It is so Alex." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?"
Well, because I just love how like they picked the very generic, just static. It's great. It's it's exactly what it should be. I love it. So
yeah, this is a thing. I like the art. Honestly, the white and the blue is a nice color scheme.
Oh yeah,
it really makes all them pop, and it looks. Good.
I'm just happy that like for people. I mean, I'm not crazy enough to do this, but like for the people who have collected all of the Smash Amiibo, like I'm really happy they're even doing all the DLC too. Like,
oh yeah, they got to. I mean,
so which speaking of the next slide, they're doing more of them.
Yeah, I mean, eventually they got to do Sora as well.
I would imagine. I mean, after Kazuya, literally there's 1 left to do, so I'm sure they'll probably do it.
I just think it's funny because they did the player 2 for just those like 3 because they were different suits, and then they never went back to that. So I'm like, there's these people who are like, but you gotta do player 2 for everybody now.
Yeah,
I thought they said Sora was the last one.
He is the last character, but they still need to show an Amiibo off for him.
Oh, okay. Then who would? Oh,
these are characters that have already been released but don't have Amiibo yet.
Oh,
okay. They're like a year or so behind.
Yeah,
in terms of like
they review because the thing is they don't want to have it. They don't always have it like, here's the Sora Amiibo the same day the character gets announced. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess they could. But
well, I mean, I don't know how these work for DLC characters. Do you unlock the character by getting the Amiibo? Like,
no.
Okay.
You got to buy both.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. That I could see that. But I thought maybe that was why they're like a year difference. That way, maybe if it was like an alternate way to do it or something, I wasn't sure. But
honestly, I don't know what functionality they have. You can like save a
you
record
can like
to one of them.
Yeah.
Or like you can use it to train up like a dummy who fights against you for training. I'm like, what the fuck do I
like? I'll just get the Steve one. I'll probably keep it in box and stuff, just to have like my favorite.
I mean that's the thing. I open them and I go, these look great, and then I put it on the shelf and I never look at it again. Because the thing is, like, there's not a ton of Nintendo action figures out there. Like this was also before Jazzwares was really busting out the shit. So like, but like these characters, like, this is really the only way to get little figures of them all in the same scale and everything.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
They're just fun to collect. Plus, if you were probably not born yet, Josh, but back in the day when Amiibo first started, it was like a fucking hunt. It was like a second job to get these things. I remember standing outside of lines at
like
Target and Toys R Us. I know, I'm being funny. But honestly, like in the beginning, like you'd have to stand out. Like I remember the day. I don't remember exactly which one I was trying to get, but I remember like standing out front of a Target, standing out front of a Toys R Us. And then there was just one time I went to Target and no one else showed up. And then they let me in. They're like, oh, you want this? Here you go. And I'm like, I guess the bubble burst. Nobody gives a shit anymore.
Well, I mean, because like
you don't have to stand in line anymore.
They're only doing the Smash ones because you're this far in. You might as well finish it. And like, I know that they just made some for Metroid and stuff like that, but like they don't do them as often as they used to do them.
No, they don't. And that's the thing. Like everyone was freaking out about the Metroid ones. I was literally just talking about this with Shuk last night. Or were we all there? I don't remember. Like I said, the days of this week is completely just melted my brain. But like when the last Zelda one came out, when they reissued Skyward Sword, and all the pre-orders sold out immediately, and everyone was freaking out. I can't find it. Sold out everywhere. Oh, some went up. They sold out immediately. Everyone's freaking out. And I'm just like, well, I didn't get one, so we'll see what happens. And then, like, as soon as the game came out, it was like, oh, GameStop has some. Oh, Best Buy has some. Oh, Amazon has some. And I just bought one, and it was easy. I just bought it online and shipped it to my house. It was fine. And then, like, I saw the other day, Big Mike went to Best Buy, and it was like 50 of those Zelda ones on a peg. And he's just like, so this was a false alarm. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. And sure as shit, last night we were playing and like, oh, the Metroid ones are back up. Went over to Target. Okay, there you go. Ships it to me. And then today I was watching it all. GameStop's got them. Best Buy's got them. Amazon's got them. And I'm like, it's the same shit. Like everyone freaks the fuck out for panic mode because they only pre-order 7 of them. And then when they come out, they're just like, well, here's all the ones you didn't pre-order because we made them anyway. It's like, it's just fucking Nintendo likes to create that false panic because they know it makes money.
Right.
They do it every single time.
Yep. Cool. All right. There's these guys. Nickelodeon.
All right. I got a few things to say. I won't take too long on this, but there's some cool stuff.
No, take your time.
So Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl came out this past Tuesday. I bought it for the Switch. It's decent.
Why is SpongeBob in blackface? That's not cool.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll talk about this.
Not cool, SpongeBob.
So since the game is out, people have data mined it and found a bunch of stuff inside the game that either was planned and didn't actually happen or is like planned for the future. So there's 2 more characters coming to the game, which I'll talk about in the next slide, that they already confirmed. Well, they didn't confirm who the characters are, but they confirmed that there was 2 characters they didn't finish in time. So that those are gonna be like a free update to the game. So there's 20 characters to start, but there's supposed to be 22. And they are doing DLC characters as well, but that's a whole different thing. So the top up here was someone found that there was a Double Dare stage.
I was going to ask if that was Double Dare. That's amazing.
What's really cool is that these were just like PNG files for like unfinished stages. And then this one guy on YouTube like got them working. So that's what these are screenshots from.
Nice.
So there's like, that's why like SpongeBob is like all grayed out because it's like a prototype, whatever.
Okay.
So like these stages are not playable. Well, the one at the bottom will be, because that ties into one of the characters. But the Double Dare one, no idea if that's actually going to happen or if that was like planned and got canceled or what.
What is the one on the bottom? Looks like Candy Crush or something.
So that is a giant plate of lasagna because the next character, if you go to the next slide, Corey.
Oh, Garfield.
Garfield and Shredder are the last 2 characters.
Wait, go back again. That's supposed to be lasagna?
Yeah.
Yeah, for Shredder.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
of course, yes. He loves it.
There's like a Garfield. It's really hard to see, but there's like a Garfield statue like far in the background, and there's like food all over the place. It's supposed to be like some kind of like.
Is that his stuffed animal in the back?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So was he Nickelodeon though?
Yeah, Nick just bought him. Like,
they
yeah.
bought him from. Did Jim Davis still have it? Is he even still alive?
I don't know, to be honest, but yeah, they bought the rights to the character like in 2019 or 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like, it made sense that he's here. If you want to go back to the character, yeah, because like they want to promote that, I'm sure. So, yeah. So Garfield and Shredder are the new characters they didn't finish in time.
That's cool.
And then the next slide, these were all. So in the game's files, the announcer voice, like when you select a character, these were all MP3s in the game's files for voice lines that the announcer voice read. Now, a lot of these are probably never going to happen. They're probably just like read as like just to have a backup plan or like.
You got so many Ninja Turtle characters. I love it.
Yeah.
So these were all characters that either were considered at one point.
It just even says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So yeah, this is the big list of possible characters. I don't know if
Rocco. I was gonna say they should do Rocco.
I don't know if these are going to be like the DLC characters or what. I mean, I'm sure not all of these, but like I don't know if like they're going to come from this list.
Yeah,
but,
damn, they got a lot.
Yeah, these are all programmed in. So.
I was just thinking about that when I saw the Double Dare. I'm like, that's such a brilliant idea to have all the game shows be stages.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you could do a Legends of the Hidden Temple stage would be amazing. Like Double Dare, Guts, just have all that shit in the background. That would be so fun. Because obviously you can't really do characters from those shows, but they would be perfect for stages.
Because like I mean, the game, I thought it was pretty fun so far. It's like it's a Smash clone basically, but it's obviously not as polished as Smash. But they were talking about like the internet popularity of the game. They've been basically given the green light to like add skins, add DLC, add voice lines, like just keep adding to it. So
great.
Basically, like this was never the plan. It was just supposed to be a game that they just like released and dumped and like, all right, done with that. But the internet really like blew it up.
I mean, they have a lot of. Oh, I just saw Gur. That's awesome. They have a lot of like a big bench, so it makes sense to do something like this.
Yeah.
Like,
so
plus, it's the '90s, so that's just hitting right now because it's the perfect time to do it.
Right. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Who is Vlad Plasmusius?
He's a villain from Danny Phantom.
Oh, Plasma.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean,
no. Where's Box Ghost? Why is there no Box?
Box Ghost is actually on his stage. He's floating around in the background.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. Because every character has a stage. So like kind of like Smash, but like all 22 characters, there's 22 stages. So
okay, this one's just called Foot Clan. There's no character called Foot Clan. This is not. I mean, there's no character called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles either. But
right.
I mean, it could have been a situation where like, oh hey, you've selected all 4 turtles.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
like if that's the 4 people fighting, yeah.
I'm thinking either that or maybe like originally, because it's still so strange that Donatello and Raphael are not in the game. So,
I thought that was just like an option to not flood the thing with all 4. Like I thought it was just kind of like we wanted to just.
They could have gone the Injustice route where they just had them as one character, and like
that's true. Yeah. That's true.
So I'm thinking maybe that's what that phrase was in there for. Maybe they considered.
But I mean, they've got Bebop, Casey Jones.
Oh yeah, so many.
Metalhead, Krang, Shredder, Splinter, Rocksteady, like Foot Clan. It's a fucking lot of characters from Ninja Turtles in here.
Yeah, if they wanted to do that, so. But yeah,
cool. All right. Oh, we're done.
Oh, that's it.
I feel like we've been doing this for hours.
We have.
Yeah.
That's why you feel that way.
We bored Liz away.
Yeah, Liz.
Yeah.
Liz was like, fuck this. You never stop talking.
Well, all right. We do have a like that Pricey if we would like to. Or we don't have to. It's up to you guys.
I will do it if everyone else wants to do it, but I understand if you don't want to. So I will
I'm up for it real quick.
I don't care.
Josh.
What beautiful lukewarm sentiment. Let's go.
Yeah. The Don't worry. We'll all keep playing, except for Chris, who will keep playing until he starts losing, and then he'll watch Transformers.
That sounds right.
Yeah. That's the Pricey we likey.
Let's get that Transformers queued up.
Yeah. So hold on, let me.
Pulse just keeps uploading more and more, like so many episodes.
I think they've done all of G1.
I go there to try to find like old Fan First Fridays, and they're buried between like 50 episodes of Transformers.
Yeah, they have a lot.
I mean, you should be subscribed to like
playlists.
You should be subscribed to the Gundam YouTube channel. It's wild. Sometimes they'll just upload full series in like different languages as well.
It's like that. It's like that Toei channel where they uploaded like 300 videos.
Yeah,
in like 2 hours, and then I was
like, "Oh my god, that first day!" Yeah,
yeah.
Like, now they bust out like 40 episodes, and then they region lock them all, so they disappear like 20 minutes later.
Yeah. But hey,
what series do they have on the Gundam thing? They're free on YouTube.
Iron-Blooded Orphans, which is really good.
I've never seen that, but obviously I've heard a lot of people. Oh, you know what? I saw those ones you like, the knockoff G frames that you bought.
Oh yeah.
I saw them at Target yesterday.
I saw them at Target yesterday too.
They had Wing and they had the RX-78, and I was like, "Oh, I should get Wing because they don't have Wing and G frame yet, and I can just sit him next to the rest of them to just have Wing." I was like, if they're doing all of them or something.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's working because I saw a kid pick a few up. So, yeah.
That kid was
anyway.
cool.
Sure.
Hey, it's time to look at that Pricey.
Woo!
And I figured it would be a fun thing to do since, this got revealed today that we're going to be seeing it again.
Uh-oh.
It's time for a Real X good time.
Real X good time. That's a real good time.
Yeah. So basically, you know how this works. I typed in Real X time into Mandarake, and these listings that we will be seeing now reflect that. Also, it has been a while since we've played this game. So basically, you guys are going to get 2 points for getting the closest to the right answer, the right price without going over, and then you'll get 1 extra point if you can accurately guess if the item is sold out. So with that said, let's hop into our very first item, and this should be of no surprise to anyone. It is Bandai Henshin Belt Kamen Rider 01 Real X Time DX / Abado Riser and Shot Abado Riser. Unopened, package heavily damaged.
Well, I just realized you never put the Batman Lego stuff in. That's the whole reason I wore this.
I mean, I didn't.
It's fine.
Oh,
yeah. It's all good.
Oh, wow. Good. This show wasn't long enough?
No, like I said, I was waiting for it, and then I forgot about it, and then I just realized it was over. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess we never did that.
That's fair. Yeah, all right. So let's start with Josh. What's the pricey here?
9,000.
9,000. Chris.
This is from Mandarake, right?
Why, yes, it is.
Now, is this all in one box? And this is like, I guess it doesn't matter. You get both of these things.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're getting
yes.
Trying to remember what these actually cost when I passed on them. I'm gonna say.
I'm surprised you didn't get these.
Yeah, I was just like, I can't do it. I mean, it's just repaints of something I already have 4 times each.
But Chris, you needed that key, didn't you?
I did not get that key. Now, both of them came with the same key, right?
I think. Could you buy them separately?
I thought just. Well,
I just meant if you bought both of them, you got the same key twice.
I thought you could only buy them in the set like this because this is the same box. This is just the back and the front of the box.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I was going to ask, but then okay. Yeah. I didn't realize. Maybe that's why I thought it was so ridiculous because I don't need both of these.
Thank you for telling me that, Josh. I thought this was 2 separate things.
My bad. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. You could either buy, because I thought it was like you could get the sword and the key, or you could get the gun and the key, depending on, or you could get both. But I didn't realize all 3 things came together.
Because I think it was like one. I want to say it was 1 belt piece, and then you got the sword and the gun, and then you got 1 key, and you could just swap it out.
Yeah, I think that's why I was like, to get one key, I have to buy 2 drivers. I don't want. I think that's why I didn't buy it. All right, well then I'm gonna say 12,000.
12,000 aerosol.
5,000.
5,000. Actual resale price 9,500 yen. Josh, that's 2 points for you, my friend. Congratulations. All right, but it can be more if you can accurately let me know if this is sold out or not.
No.
No. Chris.
Yes.
Yes. Aerosol.
No.
No. Is this sold out? It absolutely is not. You can purchase these now. Apparently, nobody wanted them, just like Chris.
Which is why I bid 5,000. I thought these were like, no one wants these, they go down.
I'm sure they could get to that point eventually.
I was just saying, yeah, when this
Eventually,
thing goes down to 5,000, that's when I'll buy it.
Oh,
Fair.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so next item we have Bandai Kamen Rider 01 Real X Tom DX Hellrise Progrise Key.
I have this.
So yeah, Josh.
4,500.
4,500. Chris.
What the hell did I pay for this? I'm gonna say 3,000.
3,000 aerosol.
Fuck it. I'll let it roll. 5,000 again.
5,000 actual resale price. 6,000 yen aerosol. You let it roll into the correct enough answer. You got 2 points. All right.
The correct enough answer.
Correct enough. But hey, is it sold out? Let me know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris?
No.
No. Is this sold out? No, it's not. It's $60 for a
I was gonna say, it
product.
seems too much. Like,
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, Chris, that's 1 point for you. Congratulations. You are now on the board.
I just saw on, this is random, but I just saw on Twitter that they're showing the entirety of the new Ghostbusters movie to the crowd at NYCC right now.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
So
Damn.
that's an interesting take, because I'm sure they're not paying for that, and they're going to spoil the fuck out of it on the internet, and then no one's going to
Oh my
risk COVID to go
God.
see it. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Sony,
I mean-
why don't you do a double feature? Charge me $40. I can watch that and Venom in my house right now on Comcast On Demand. Let's do it. Let's do that, because I will gladly pay you, and let's do it.
Well, all right, cool. Now we move on from this item to Bandai Progrise Key Series Kamen
I
Rider
have this
01
too.
Real X Con DX Eden and Eden Driver Unit opened package.
He doesn't like that package. This package is pop, pop.
Opened, package damaged. This is another one of those situations where everything's in the one thing. So
Yeah, it's one box. Yeah.
yeah. We're throwing it to aerosol. What do you got?
Man, I don't know. 7,000.
7,000. Josh.
5,500.
5,500. Chris.
6,000.
6,000 actual resale price. 55 on the money. Josh, that's 4
Nice.
points to you.
God damn.
Yeah, congrats.
I guess I know my modern premium items.
I know. I was really hoping Aerosol was about to let it roll into 5,000 again. And that was... yeah, Josh, is this sold out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Chris?
Yeah, that's a decent price for that.
Yeah. Aerosol?
Sure.
Sure. Is this sold out? No, it's not. You can buy this for 5,500 right now. which is, I guess, not a bad price.
I mean, it's still kind of pricey. It's just a key in the plastic plate thing, but
yeah,
it probably retailed for like 30.
That's
So,
true.
I mean,
That's
it's not
true.
that bad. Also, I just need to make a quick announcement. It is File Not Pound O'Clock.
hey, we did it.
There it is.
But yeah, Lucky That Pricey is here and it is back, and so are the Afanda Rokos. So we're going to pivot right into one of those, and this one comes from the Power Rider. For us, he has tonight.
Is she chewing on the hat?
He is chewing on the hat. I thought it was a very nice place to hang it. So
Okay.
Sure.
yeah. Hey, this is the Funko Pop Marvel Deadpool Cowboy 2016 Summer Convention exclusive 117 opened, package damaged, leg defective molding, spine surfaces discolored there.
Well, that's a bummer.
All
Yeah.
right then.
So yeah, Josh, why don't you give me a pricey? And I will remind you that all Afanda Rokos are worth double the points. So if you get it right on the money, you will get upwards of 8 points. Or just 8 points. You won't get upwards of that. That is, you will exactly
that is
get 8
the limit.
Yeah.
2,200.
2,200, Chris.
1,000.
1,000. Aerosol?
500.
500. All right. Actual resale price 1,800 yen. Chris, that's 4 points.
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah, congrats. But it can be more if you let me know if this is sold out or not.
No.
And that is a no from Chris. Aerosol?
No.
No. Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this sold out? It absolutely is. Josh, that's 2 points for you. Woo! All right. But
Try to keep it down over there, Josh. A little too excited.
And also for Afanda Rokos, you guys send them in. So that means sometimes I get to see what search terms you put in. And for this one, for search terms, I usually bet a certain amount of points for them to properly guess it. For this one, I don't know. This one's... I'll give you 5 points if you get this right. And we're throwing it back to Chris.
Cowboy.
Yep. Oh, Cowboy.
I was thinking. Don't rush me.
Aerosol?
Defective.
Defective. Josh?
Pop.
Pop. The actual search terms / terms were spine convention. I set the number at 5 points because those were in there.
Why did you search for that? Why do you guys search for what you... Some of them I get.
Convention.
This one I don't.
I don't understand either. I don't even... Was this like an inside joke to something?
See, because like I thought it was gonna be Pop, like up next on Pop, you know, like.
No, yeah, it's spine convention.
All right then.
That's what that says.
Yeah.
Is that like a place to see a bunch of spine art? Like, what is?
Yeah, Chris would be there in a heartbeat.
You would love that.
Spine convention.
Yeah. But yeah. That was this one. Nobody gets points here, but that's fine because I don't think anyone would have.
Power Rider says you guys don't remember the spine convention? Obviously not.
No, I don't remember attending.
Is this a joke from something long ago? Please
I don't
remind
remember
us.
attending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch, it's a joke from like last month. Which
It probably is.
It probably was.
We probably laughed for like 20 minutes and we just can't remember what it is.
Yeah, if you could bring it up as a clip, that'd be great.
I'm just happy that if it was something that we were all laughing about, all four of us have collectively forgotten.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So, yeah. All right, so we are halfway through our game tonight, so I did want to read off the scores. We have Aerosol at 3 points, Chris at 5 points, and Josh in the lead with 9 points.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, take that for what you will. There's still plenty of points on the board. So let's now move into this next item, which is Bandai Spirits Ichiban Kuji Kamen Rider Saber number 01 featuring Legend Kamen Rider G Prize Kamen Rider 01 Hell Rising Hopper Deforme X Legend Kamen Rider 7 opened, unused, package not included. I would like an answer from Chris.
600 yen.
600 yen. Aerosol.
1,200.
1,200. Josh.
800.
800. Actual resale price. 1,500. Aerosol. That's 2 points for you. All right. But it can be more if you can accurately tell me if this is sold out. Yeah. Josh?
No.
Chris?
No.
Is this sold out? It is not sold out. Chris, Josh, 1 point each. All right. So apparently, under the tag Kamen Rider 01 Real X Time, there are only 4 items. So this next item is Komae Salon Matsumoto Azusa Conclusion Game, played in real earnest. Some Japanese right there. Home 123 asterisk re-recording. Condition is the statement to the back and the details of goods of a title.
To the back and the details of good of a title.
That's deep as shit.
Deep into the back.
I like how you search for real time and not even the SODO figures came up, because there's 5 SODO figures for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that Japanese that you can't read says sweet.
Oh, okay.
Sweeto.
Sweeto.
Ernest Sweet Home.
Hey, Aerosol.
Hey.
You got a Pricey for me?
Sure. 400 yen.
400 yen. Josh?
600.
600. Chris?
Now, normally I would guess low, but this game is played in real earnest. So I have to say 601.
601.
I do not play in real earnest, just so that's clear.
Oh, of course. Actual resale price. 600 on the money, Jack!
Son of a bitch.
What?
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I am not kidding you.
Yeah. Can't even fuck people over right.
So, Josh.
Hi.
You sold out?
Sure.
Chris?
Back in the details of a good of a title. Nah, I'm going to say no.
No. Aerosol?
No.
Is this sold out? Yes, it is sold out. Josh gets another point. Congratulations. We are moving on to the final Real X Time item, which is Real Books. Katsuragi Show. Present time. Reparent/re-recording. Please to remember the column of the condition of the goods. For those who would just prefer to read and enjoy it rather than for a clean collection.
This is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
This is Yu Yu Hakusho.
The funny thing about Yu Yu Hakusho Dojinshi could be legit. Could be from the author himself because he has drawn some.
Interesting. Because I'm like looking at Hiei and I'm like, wait, he looks familiar. Then I'm like, wait, that's the Fox Kurama. Okay, that's what this is.
Wow, I did not expect for you guys to drop so much knowledge. But here we are. Josh,
listen, Corey, please to remember the condition of the good.
With all this information, Josh, why don't you give me a pricey?
400.
400, Chris.
I just love the code here. It's like, for those who would just prefer to read, so if you just want to jerk off to this, that's fine. If you're like trying to put this in like a pristine bookcase, we would advise against it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, what did Josh just say?
400.
I'll say 300.
300 aerosol.
I feel like I should go higher, but like I feel like this is only 200.
It's probably not much.
All right, so 200.
We had to re-record this book.
I'll say one just to cover it.
Okay, got it. Actual resale price 1,000 yen. Josh, that's another 2 points for you.
No matter what we do, Josh wins. This is crazy.
That's not how this game usually works. So wow.
It is not usually how it works. This is true.
Yeah, because Rye's not here to sweep all the points.
That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, Josh, is this sold out?
Sure.
All right, sure. Chris?
No.
Aerosol?
Nah.
No. Is this sold out? No, it is not sold out. Chris, Aerosol, a point each.
Woo.
Woo. All right. So, before we move on into the final round, I did want to give out the scores. We have Aerosol with 6 points, Chris with 7 points, and Josh with 17 points. At this moment, it is Josh's game.
Jesus Christ.
Second, but we still move forward. Wait, actually, 6, 12, 13.
I can do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I believe in you, Aerosol.
It doesn't matter.
Thanks.
12. Wait, that would be 14 points plus the. It's possible, actually. It's possible. It's possible.
No, it's not.
Once again, I believe in Aerosol. He's got this.
Don't give us false hope.
Let's see. Let's take a look at the final item, and this one comes from Pascal Latron, and this is Shia Sushi Mr. Contact 30-centimeter doll with fortune-telling function watch. Made on him only. Pain! Thread spear. Patsuyake in the capsule of the head. Divine button upset. Yes, if you do not work well. Clock function is not a problem.
Yes, if you do not work well. Also, Divine Button Upset is my band name. I call
it. It'd be great to change Geek each week to Divine Button Upset.
Let's do it. Divine Button. Hello, and welcome to Divine Button Upset.
As always, I'm your host, Mr. Contact.
Yes. And this is my co-host, 30mm doll.
Yes. Anyway, Josh, why don't you give me a pricey here?
3,500.
3,500, Chris.
Pass. It's 4:26 a.m. God, I'm tired. All right, I'm gonna say. What did Josh say?
He said 3,500.
5,000.
God.
Oh, is that what hold on? Is that what Aerosol wanted?
No. Go for it.
No. You have a better chance. If you want it, take it. Mine doesn't matter. So go ahead. Give it to Aerosol.
Then who's guessing?
Just
Then
make
what are
up
you
whatever you
guessing?
want for me. I don't care. He guessed 5.
Whatever you want from me.
It doesn't. Whatever I say will be completely wrong, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Just give him the right answer.
Aerosol, why don't you give me a number and tell me who you're guessing for?
What?
Like,
Aerosol wants
I don't know.
5,000 for
Chris
himself.
What was that?
He's watching Transformers right now, so you get
No,
a
I'm
second
not. I'm
slot.
playing solitaire. Aerosol wants 5,000. So give him 5,000 and just go. Move on. What is the answer?
Well,
Chris
okay,
guess
the
is
answer
4,260.
Wait, what?
Good guess, Chris.
Because it's 4:26 a.m.
Oh,
Nice.
4,260. Okay.
Millimeters. You have to
God,
put the
that
M
was
at the end.
That was confusing.
So everyone went over. Start again.
Oh,
Lower than
all right.
35.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's right. Josh, give me another number.
Lower than what?
35.
Okay. Pillhead's not very desirable, apparently.
Not at 4:26 a.m.
25.
You know, that's right.
2,500. Chris.
1,000.
1,000. Aerosol.
1.
Nice.
Actual
Classic.
resale price. 2,000 yen. Chris, that's 4 points.
Oh shit! Give him to Aerosol.
Well, yeah, all right, that's 4 points to you. But it can be 2 extra if you tell me if this is sold out.
No.
Aerosol.
Yes.
Yes. Josh.
Yes.
Yes. Is this sold out? It absolutely is. Josh and Aerosol, 2 points each. All right. And now for the search terms. Once again, I feel like this is a situation where all elements are present, though the way that you are going to be putting them together.
My vote is Divine Button upset. I don't care what your wager is. That's my guess.
My wager is because, see, it's not as bad as the last one, but also that last one, I guess I underestimated. So I will do 5 points again.
Speaking of, Power Rider uploaded the Spine Convention clip. So
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Whoa.
Apparently, it was something that happened and that we all laughed about, just like we had said.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wait, Chris, you can play it. It's our clip, or it's our content. What happened?
I just didn't want to play over you guys while you were talking, but I can play it right now if you want. Can you hear this? Okay.
I was saying, I think because they don't light up, they're okay with it.
Can you hear that?
DX style.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It just makes noise. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, Power Rider says it's a candy toy. That's the in-game render of the book. Get fucked. Oh, they tricked us. They tricked us. Not cool. So, it's for nothing, God Rising. Show us what it actually looks like, you liars. If you're gonna make a spine, convention that we can learn, then use it. Yeah, I want to go to the spine convention.
I don't know why I said spine convention.
I don't care if it's COVID. I want to go to the spine convention. Don't worry about scoliosis. It's not real accessible.
So apparently that's something that I said that I do not remember at all.
That didn't look like geeky tweet to me, so I'm
True.
not convinced that was real.
That's true. I don't know what that show was.
Wait, maybe we couldn't have played that. Maybe we shouldn't have played that.
You're
Oh, that's
right. Yeah,
true.
yeah. Might not have been our content. I don't know who those assholes are. Yeah, all right.
Oh, real quick, Reed Jones says, "Does this tell the real time?"
It tells the real X good time.
Yeah,
Nice.
So 5 points. Josh, what do you got?
Oh, what do I got? I got a headache.
Okay.
Clock function.
Clock function. Oh.
Sexy.
Okay, Chris.
I told you, divine button upset.
Oh right, yes, divine button.
What else could I guess?
Upset. All right. Aerosol.
Patsuyake. It's in the description.
Yeah, I see it.
I didn't just pull a random word out.
No, I was just trying to suss out how to spell it.
I also would have yes, if you do not work well.
So the actual search term was terms were you.
Okay.
All right.
We never really got
divine button upset. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
This
once
really
again,
was.
all the elements were there. I didn't know if you guys could put it together.
That was never gonna happen.
Yeah,
This guy
but
just looks like one of the characters from one of those random drug commercials where it's look, it's Mr. Contact. He has to come over here and help you with your colon troubles.
Very,
Take
very
him
true.
twice daily.
Yeah. Do you have depression and this weird tangled ball
Yeah.
above your head?
Are you depressed because half of your dome is see-through? It has weird balls in it? Take this pill.
That pill is primarily for the who's the dude that fights Gokaiger? Gokaiger? Yeah, that's the
Oh,
that's
yeah,
for
the
that.
dome. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to see it. Yeah.
Are you depressed because your brain's full of Skittles? Well, here, take this pill.
But yeah, I mean the point totals are what you expect. Aerosol with 8 points, Chris with 11 points, and Josh with 19 points. Congratulations, you've
If
won
we
the
combined
game.
our points, Aerosol, we would tie him.
Yeah, congratulations. It's Lucky That Pricey. Next week, I have a feeling probably going to be something different, I assume.
Maybe.
Depends on whether or not me or Josh wants to do it. Because
Yeah,
I doubt Rye or Chris are up to it.
Yeah.
That's a wager you win.
Anyway,
Yeah.
are we doing?
Yeah. So congrats, Josh. This is one of your few wins.
Yes, this is feels great. I'm very
sure
happy.
it does.
The
Josh will be
migraine was
accepting
worth
his
it.
award from a remote location.
Yeah.
I want someone to go through and give us our win-loss records.
I'm sure
Maybe
someone
mine
could.
0.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing this game for a year and a half. There's a lot to go through.
It feels like
We're
longer
only in
than
our
a year.
14th week, Josh.
That's true.
That's true. We've been doing this game for 14 weeks, so that's
Yeah.
and we haven't even done it all 14 weeks. So
Yeah, exactly.
So it seems pretty quick. Get on it, bitch.
I know. So that's it for this.
That does
one.
remind me, though. I might put up a poll on Twitter or in the Discord or something, but I would like to know the audience feedback on the games that we've been doing.
yeah,
As well as if you feel like there's anything that we could add or change to Lucky That Pricey as well. What do you guys think of what we've been doing? Because we like some of it and we want to do more of it.
Yeah,
and also, I
feel
just want to say real quick that please know that any suggestions you give to us become our property and we owe you nothing. I just want that right out there up Front Street.
But it's also a thing of hey, what do you want to see? We'll do, something like it if enough people want it.
You know what? More aerosol smut games.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Oh, hold on, I figured it out. We call it Barely Thereasol, and then it's all about weird nude pictures you find on the rocket.
I will say though, Lucky That Pricey is like a baseline, and I feel like we've fallen back on it a lot of times, and we've been able to use it. But the event Lucky That Pricey's, those are a little bit more fun. When the Fortnite ones were a little more special, I thought that was fun. No, didn't like it. All right.
I'll be honest, wasn't into it. That's why I died. That's why I tried to die the last time.
That's fair. Okay.
It's my way of trying to have some.
That's how I try to have fun when I play normal Fortnite.
And then also, just any of the other games we play, I feel like a lot of them have been pretty successful. Like, so yeah, definitely look out for a poll on either Arisol's Twitter or the Geeky Week Twitter, and definitely.
Well, I wasn't going to do it through my Twitter. I was going to do it through
our, and then there is a feedback portion in the Discord section if you guys want to go in there. Yeah. Anyways, I believe that's it. So once again, look forward to next week. Like I said, like we all said, Liz's final Ranger Week in review is next week. Definitely go check that out. If you have to be late, be late. That's fine. We'll still be here because like we do this every week and we're not ending yet. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Chris, do a thing. Chris?
I just said it. Have a good weekend. Good night, everybody.
Good night.